We're live. Yeah, as you're taking a drink. Good job.
F it. We'll do it live. Does anybody know what that's from, by the way?
I totally know what
Everybody
that's from.
knows it's from Family Guy.
No,
it's
no.
not. No, it's not. It's from Fox News. That's the only clue I'm going to give you. This was a real thing that happened.
Oh yeah, that was from
Huey Perry.
Way back in ABC times. Yeah.
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 You know, when back in the early days of Fox News.
It was. Oh gosh. Come
Hold
on.
We got too many people on this panel. Let me make sure I'm being safe here. All right.
Oh my God, Jesus.
All right. This one.
We need a trigger warning.
All right. Well, while he's being a dumbass, my internet was garbage last week, and I dropped out halfway through.
Well, you see, notice this. I put up a screen just for you.
Oh, the previously on. You're so sweet. Thank you. If you want to skip to the middle part, I wrote my notes because I rewatched
Just
the episode.
quickly recap us on.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. So, you guys kind of after I left, you guys were like pissed off because they retconned the best of both worlds with that the Hellbird virus or whatever it was, and I didn't. That didn't bother me, but it's because I was stoned when I was watching it, and I was confusing. No, hold up, because in Voyager they did the virus to the Borg in Voyager. So I kind of, in my brain, I kind of like mixed those things together. So I went back and I watched Best of Both Worlds, and you guys were right. They didn't. There was no virus, but because they did it later in Voyager, I kind of feel it didn't bother me as much as it bothered you guys. And then
the power of weed. Ladies.
Yeah, man. Anyway, and then the other note that I had was Kadish had said, and I really hate that I wasn't there to talk to him in real time, and apparently he's not joining us today. Kadish said that the second he saw Raffi on screen, he wanted to leave. And I immediately was like, no, like I love this version of Raffi way better, like way better. And I've only seen 2 episodes, which, by the way, this is the best Next Generation.
Well, let's not talk about this episode. Just focus.
No, I'm not. I'm saying like this Picard's season 3, episode 1 and 2. You add those runtimes together, it's just as long, if not a little bit longer, than Nemesis. And this is already far superior, and we have 8 more hours of this shit, guys. I am so excited. I don't understand how, if you love Star Trek, I don't understand how you can hate on this. This is so.
Being
and I
better
can't wait
than
till we start.
Nemesis is a low bar.
Yeah, that I would.
Well,
I would have to agree with you there.
You know, see, Bird, I can already tell just from the first 5 minutes and 32 seconds of your review. You're like Doomcock. I don't want to hear it, man.
I'm like Doomcock. I'm greatly. I'm very happy about that.
It's not that was not a compliment, my friend. But.
Well,
anyway,
take his 300,000 subscribers and cry my way to the bank.
So what's the disembodied voice say?
Mercer, thank you so much for the $1 super chat. So this episode was more boilerplate Trek, still too dark. The subplots just kill me. Worf became Elnor. Anyway, my voice is back. That's
okay.
Don't get sidetracked. That's just Mercer's 2-cent review. But
I want to.
No, you're not going.
I want to address those points.
No, stay focused.
Because Jason and I had this discussion.
Well,
is he talking about? Hold up. Is he talking about the lighting when he says dark? Because Jason and I had this discussion earlier.
About the lighting. He thinks
okay. So I don't know if you guys saw, Terry Metalis actually tweeted shortly after our exchange, because I don't know if it's because of us. I mean, I had him tagged in it.
I'm sure that Terry Metalis is watching you guys.
I doubt it, seriously. Although, we have mutual friends. He said that it was I'll pull up the tweet. He said it was some kind of Paramount Plus issue. Because I was telling Jason I had no issues with the lighting, but he and others have said the same thing. And
a lot of people complained about the dark lighting.
I haven't noticed it at all. It looks great on my television.
What are you talking about?
Do you want me to
You're going to tell me that it's
like,
not that
No,
it's not
I've got it on
dark
my
on your.
I have it on my TV right now, and it looks great. And here, let me pull up this
Looking
tweet.
great and looking bright are two different things.
I have no. First of all, I've seen movies that are too dark, and they piss me off. And like this, that never even entered my brain until
I'm
other
sorry,
people.
but the bridge of the Titan and the bridge of the Shrek, however you say
Shrek,
that,
yeah.
Shrek. I can never get that stupid bird right. The bridge of those two ships entirely too dark.
Yeah,
and
so
I think the bridge of the Titan.
Wait.
Hold on.
God.
I think that the bridge of the Titan is to hide the fact that it is a redress of the bridge of the Enterprise from Strange New Worlds.
Most of the
That
scenes
is-
Rafi is in too are also way too dark.
Yeah, so as far as bright or dark is concerned, and if I was talking to Terry, the first thing I would say is it's not about bright or dark in I can't see. It's bright or dark in there's an abuse or a forgetfulness with the importance of the lighting of scenes and the color palettes of scenes with regards to the heroes, the villains, the situations that are at
Trek
play
noir.
in a particular moment in time. So let's say, for instance, if you look at old Trek, and I did a little bit of that after work today, if you look at old Trek, if you look at TNG or even DS9, if you went onto a Klingon ship or a Cardassian ship, the color tones are different. They're darker. They're more subdued. The lighting is darker. The Federation ships are brighter. I'm not saying go full on hotel level.
This isn't the
like,
90s anymore,
lighting.
man. We're not going to brightly
no.
What does that
light.
mean, though? That doesn't.
What do you mean? What
that's
does it mean?
not-
That's not how TV's made anymore. Like now, it's all cinematic. Like back
Look
then,
at
when it's
the Orville.
the
The Orville, it's beautiful on their bridge, and it's bright and it's colorful.
And you know what?
That's
and their
exactly
last
like what
season sucked a
TNG
big,
were.
huge donkey. You know what? So I don't
The,
really
the
know what's happening with
writing,
Orville.
the writing got bad in season 3, but the set design was still awesome.
And Danny, it's not about and you know I'm with you about the Orville, but it's not to me. If you look at modern cinema and you look at modern TV, it's not. You do see color palettes used differently to signify good, evil, whether or not you're in a
And
bad
for
place.
all my
I
problems
get that.
with
Okay.
JJ Trek, their bridges were at least bright.
They look like fucking Apple stores. They were too bright. What is wrong?
Hey, too bright, but they were bright.
Turn off
they-
the
I'd
lens flare
rather be
generator.
too bright than too dark.
Danny, stop.
Protest frame.
Yeah, that's
But yeah, that's my issue with the whole idea of bright or dark, because like I was messaging to you, Danny, earlier today, I've watched the first episode out on my newest TV in the house, which is not like, you know, some $5,000 TV, but it's certainly not a slouch, and I didn't have any issues with contrast or being able to see it, and I use my gaming monitor to generally rewatch any of this stuff, and it looks fine, but it doesn't look right because the emotional tone that's driven by color and lighting use is the same right across the board. So I don't know whether I'm supposed to be happy, sad, excited, scared, or anything at any particular moment if I were to just turn the sound off. There's no
So
keys
you don't
that.
have any like free will or normative thought. It's like you gotta have visual triggers to cue you to know how to feel. That's fine. Okay, I get it. You're okay.
Visual storytelling is based on total immersion where possible, and I have high standards.
And
I'm a very picky person.
and you know what, Nanny? There's also the simple fact that you shouldn't design a ship that you would be tripping over every bulkhead trying to find your way around. If it's
I guess one thing I would say is when we were in the first episode and Picard and Riker are first coming on board and they greet Commander
I
Hansen.
can't find this tweet to save my life. I think he must have deleted it because I saw it this morning.
Probably because
after-
Paramount told them to take it down.
yeah.
Yeah, because I watch. Because I don't actually watch through Paramount Plus up here. I have to watch on Crave. I would use a different streaming service that Paramount partners with. So for me, it wouldn't actually be Paramount Plus. So
yeah, I don't know. I got it at Sam's Club. It's not, or not Sam, Costco. It's not like a super nice TV, but it's a Roku. It's 70 inches. It's all right. I'm streaming the Paramount Plus. It's on mute, and I've got it on right now, and it's not dark to me. That's what I don't understand. Like because I've heard a lot of people are complaining about that. Like not just Jason or Bird. Like it's all over fucking Twitter. I don't understand it. So that's why I really wanted to find this tweet, because he addressed it. And now it's gone.
I like Captain Fandom's comment. There are 4 lights on the entire ship.
Lights
On the entire ship.
Yeah.
It's like, and think about this. And this is a fundamental, and I know Bird of Prey 5 doesn't particularly like Strange New Worlds, but on Strange New Worlds, you get the feeling that the neon lights that are everywhere on the bridge
See, what is dark about this? They're in red alerts. It's battle station.
Oh, Bird switched it. I was like, how did that change?
I didn't mean to switch it. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. And actually, because the perfect timing there. So the neon lights that you see all around the lining of the bridge there, on Strange New Worlds, those neon lights indicate the status of alert, right? So
yeah,
they're white, they're yellow, they're red,
just like these.
Hold on, let me finish. Okay,
sorry.
On Strange New Worlds, they indicate the status of alert. On the Titan, they prevent you from tripping on the steps because you wouldn't see the steps without those freaking lights.
I mean, can you even see Captain Shaw color of his uniform? Because I right now I can't see that he is a red top unless I'm like looking really close.
Look, man, you might want to get your eyes checked because it's clear as day to me. I don't know what you're looking at. Shaw and Hansen, same colors. The guy in the back is engineering, probably.
I can see
the guy in the back is Picard's son. That shows right there that you can't tell.
No, look to the right
between
of Picard. Between Shaw and Picard.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Between Seven and Picard is the son.
I tell you what, I'm digging Shaw, man. Like, I know everybody was hating on him, but like the more I see of him, the more I'm like, I want to see a Shaw show. Like, this dude I'm digging him, man.
I mean, I see brightness behind Seven, like light the rest of the bridge, like whatever is lit behind her.
Yeah. I mean, this is not a bridge set. I mean, that's why I say I think they're just trying to hide the fact that this is a redress of the Strange New Worlds bridge.
There's the only thing that I'll say is for this right here is this is red alert. That's fine. The lighting for this is okay. Moving into this lighting mode should be perfectly acceptable. But when they're, traveling around, unless it's like the graveyard shift all the time on this ship, turn on some lights when it's normal time.
Give us a scene. Anyway, never mind. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, dinner.
I don't want to spend an hour arguing about the
lighting. The dinner scene, for instance, that room is lit like they were trying to hide from snipers, or they just didn't want to see what the food looked like.
Well, it was also kind of a way. I don't know. The way I took it was kind of like setting a mood, a tone, because clearly Shaw was like, I don't want to deal with you guys. I don't want you here. I've already started eating.
Okay. So the whole ship stays dark because I want you to all fall down and break your kneecaps because you're all old guys.
I mean, because Picard's old, but they did reference. I was surprised because the Popcast guys told me this did not happen. So I don't know if they forgot or if it was a misdirect, but the Vatic says, Jean-Luc Picard in the synthetic flesh. So the world knows, the universe, everybody knows.
So we're jumping way
now
ahead.
we're into episode 2 comments, actually.
This is episode 2.
Yeah,
We're
but you're
reviewing
supposed
No, but
episode
you're
2.
we
supposed
were
to
just
be talking
finishing
about
off.
your catch up on episode 1.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought we
yeah.
were done with that. We're done with that. Let's
Okay.
get into episode.
See, now,
This-
like right here, this is definitely
This was
not
before
Red
Red Alert.
Alert, and it
Yeah.
still looks dark.
I mean,
It looks like the night shift. If you go into TNG, there's an episode of called
dude, you
Data's
can't
Day.
compare this to TNG. TNG
No.
is overlit. It is
It's-
so bright. It's like it's sensory.
Well, that's what
I
it
knew
should look
you were going to
like.
say this, though.
Yeah, but
I don't-
think about this. The entire back wall is lit, and yet it's underlit. How is that even possible? The entire back wall is a wall
We're
of
really
light,
going to argue
and yet
over
you
the
can't
fucking
see
show's
it.
lighting. I can't believe this. It looks
Well,
fine to me.
actually,
It looks great.
actually, what's funny and punny is that the lighting is the most lit subject, including from people who otherwise had given up on this show. I watched Critical Drinker do a 12-minute rundown where he tried not to spoil knowing all the other episodes,
yeah.
and he even brought up, "Where's the lights?"
Okay, if one of you says there's more light on Vadic's ship than the Titan, my head's gonna blow.
I don't think there's more lighting on the.
No,
Thank
that's
God. No, because I had
that's-
some
yeah.
other joker this morning try to tell me, try
No,
to make
it's-
that claim. I was like, no.
it's different
I
light, but
might-
it's
I
not
might-
more.
Sorry, $1. You must
So-
have
Ooh, did you get a super chat?
We did. The great plume of Agsoria tipped $1 and says, you must imbibe as much rum as possible, and then you will be able to see the floor moving beneath your feet.
Well, I can't. I don't drink anymore, but I can, I can smoke a bowl and then do that.
No, you will not be doing that.
I've-
This live stream has already gone off the rails in 18 minutes, and we're
So,
not.
hey,
Yeah,
I wish Cece's working late. She's usually home like a couple hours ago. Last night, I may or may not have partaken in medicinal usage of mushrooms, and she
oh,
thought it,
jeez.
and she thought it would be a good idea to record it to show to me later, and so I'm actually glad she did because she showed it to me this morning, and what I got away from that was. Got from that was I should probably do that every day because I'd never been happier in my life. Like I never laughed so much. I was just like she was showing me all this and I was like, wow.
Except
maybe
you
I
don't
should start
remember it,
microdosing.
right?
I don't remember none of it. No.
Right.
But she
So it
recorded
doesn't
it.
do you
so
much good if you don't remember it.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, take us on, leader.
Yes. Previously on Star
All right.
Trek
So we're done with the
Picard.
previously on. So we
Yes.
jeez, this is gonna be a long night. So now we move ahead to 2 weeks ago. I mean, I gotta love that. We go from previously on to 2 weeks
2 weeks ago.
So
Hey, what was the song playing here? This was some kind
That's
of like
what I
old,
was wondering too.
Yeah.
yeah, I
I
didn't
looked for the
recognize.
lyrics. I couldn't find them.
Yeah. None of us know what the
No,
song is?
I couldn't place it,
No, I don't know.
which is
Okay.
too bad because I absolutely loved the opening song from the first episode.
Yeah.
Occupy Wallet says that it looks cartoony. I don't mind the visual style of the ships.
I think this shit looks great. This is, and it's supposed to not be a Federation ship. It clearly had to be at some point. I mean,
Well, it's a
Oh, it's certainly
Federation.
in the
It's not a
Starfleet look.
Starfleet ship.
yeah,
It is a Federation ship.
it's cool. It's kind of like when you see the other side when it gets destroyed, when it gets thrown into the other ship. It kind of reminded me of the NX-01 with that the thing between the nacelles in the back. If later when we get the ship of it, the shot of the ship from behind, if you could
Yeah,
pause
that little pod in the middle.
yeah. That was like, oh, man, Terry Metalis loves. You can tell. I was tweeting about like you can tell this man loves Star Trek,
Right.
and like there's music cues from not only Wrath of Khan, but the freaking the motion picture that boom. They use that like 4 times in this episode. Did you guys notice
they
that?
do.
Yeah.
Now, although
that's
this-
when V'ger shows up in the motion picture.
right, but this
Yeah.
this early scene brings up one of my biggest pet peeves of this episode. Yeah, and that is when you show your cards too early. And granted, this is something that anybody that's been following this show already knew a long time ago, but still.
Thank you in the chat. Sirstus says the song was Star Child by Baby. So I'm going to look that up. Thank you.
Okay, well, there you go. Yeah. The bass fart noise was over dramatic.
Whatever. It was a great callback to the motion picture. I loved it, man. I popped my tits off. I was like, "Oh my god!" I literally was like, oh.
All right. So here we have Jack Crusher on the Ilios, and he's confronted by some Rangers, and so we get to this whole thing where he's going to bribe the Rangers. And by the way, how much do you need to know this guy's a bad guy? I mean,
just look at his face. They kind of tell
exactly. I mean, when you see a character on screen that looks like that, it's like, yeah, he's a bad guy.
Wait, what?
You okay there, Danny?
Well, I just looked up this the Star Child by Baby, and it came out in 2020. It sounded like a classic rock song to me, didn't it? To you guys?
Yeah, I thought it was an older song.
Yeah, I did too. That's crazy.
Yeah, it sounded like 70s or early 80s.
Yeah.
No, according to Spotify, it came out in 2020.
Well, it's as good as 400 years old in the show.
Maybe it was re-released.
Maybe. I don't know.
And Darren, Pike had a scarred face, but you know why.
Hey, speak of the devil. She just showed up. Come say hi, baby. Come say hi. She's super late. And she doesn't get overtime because she's salary. She's bullshit.
Yes.
I hate
No,
that.
that's how salary works.
That's my
It's not
world.
cool.
Yeah.
Hey, baby. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Hey, Cece.
Hey, Cece.
How are you?
She can't hear you, by the way. You just got to wave, and that's
I
the
can
only
hear
way.
you. I'm good. How are you?
Sorry.
How-
Just hit him.
Hi.
Have
How are
you been
guys?
sufficiently mauled now?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, hey, Cece. So
What?
is it true that you want him to do shrooms? Is that is it
I
true?
was telling him about the videos that you showed me this morning from last night. I was happy.
I don't think you were supposed to share
No,
those.
bro. Later on, dude.
Yeah.
He was talking this conversation with his first time he went. Yeah, it was bad.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
See,
dude,
I
heard
told
the-
you.
Yeah.
Don't.
dude.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll talk.
You didn't tell me that part.
Because I didn't have time this morning. You were happy with your videos.
Okay.
Oh, I got to show them to you. Mike, I'll send you one.
Okay.
Great.
Oh, I can't wait.
Great.
So yeah, don't do drugs, kids.
Just think more of this, Danny, if you get closer to the East Coast.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, nothing. I got to stop that.
Yeah, you got to stop the shrooms.
No, yeah, we're
No,
good, baby.
no, you do need to stop the shrooms.
Well, I get that, but I meant it was
I
going to
get
go
the
to
show
the.
playing, did you?
Yeah. So I had to turn it off. Anyway, Jason
Okay.
gets it.
All right, so obvious bad guy is obvious,
Yeah.
and so I believe it's the next frame that I have up here has my commentary on it about playing your cards too early. Yes.
Okay, here's the thing. I actually have a big problem with this. You're not born with an accent. Okay, an accent is from where you're raised.
Yes,
And-
but
and,
this
you
is a
know,
narrative
so-
thing. It's not.
No,
a,
this bothered the hell out of me with the Star Wars sequels. These last three movies, because Rey, everybody's like, oh, she's so and so's son because of her accent. I'm like, you idiots! No, like you're not.
No, it's a narrative
You're
tool.
not. You're
That's
not
what you do in
born with an
fiction.
accent. Yeah. Well, I don't know. This is actually my least favorite part. Although I do love. I love that
It's
scene in the
true,
elevator.
isn't it?
Oh. Oh, damn it! I forget my mom's watching. If you want, I guess. I mean, it
Oh,
wasn't too
you mean that you're
embarrassing.
cussing up a storm and your mom's watching?
No, my mom
And
just
you're
texted
talking
Cece
about
and
your
said,
drugs?
Yeah, she said, send me the. She's like, if you're sending Mike a video, you better send me one too. And that's, yeah, yeah.
Excellent.
Damn, you are so busted now.
It's all good, dude. First time I did LSD. If mom, you're in the chat, you can confirm this. I
No,
was,
no. Stop right there. No, just stop. Just stop.
Okay, I thought I was God.
You have
That's
no
all I'm gonna
filter.
say.
You have no
Okay,
filter.
All right.
All right. So, anyway, I understand it. It's a storytelling device when it comes to things like accents and languages and stuff.
Yeah, but
But
it's
look,
it's,
he has an English accent. He speaks French, right? And you're putting all that out there at the beginning of this episode. It's too obvious.
Well, and
I agree.
kinda-
It's my least favorite. Like, I don't want to nitpick because I am loving this show. Like face, neck, and chest. I'm loving this show, but this is over the top for me, and it always irritates me because this is like a cheap. It's a lazy writing. It's a cheap. What did you call it? Like, it's a cheap storytelling kind of device, because that's not where accents come from. My mother could be Russian, but if I'm raised in America, I'm not going to have a Russian accent. You know what I mean? Like, you're a product of. Do you get what I'm saying? That's where your
if
accent
you
comes
hear
from.
that accent all the time at home.
Well, no. Well, yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, that's true.
You're
my
probably
point
being
is-
raised in holodecks.
Okay, you know what? I'll take that.
Why would
Yeah,
he
so-
be raised in a holodeck of
Because
English?
he didn't have a dad, and
Speaking-
Beverly didn't want him alone, and you know.
If I was a single parent and I had access to a holodeck,
no shit,
it's
right?
a perfect daycare. People think
Yeah, right?
TVs are handy. Plop.
Right? Fuck a latchkey kid. Be a holodeck kid.
Baby's first
Yeah.
holodeck is probably just
Yeah,
a
exactly.
square.
And
put
you
in
really
a
think
cube.
she's gonna have a holodeck of a French-speaking Englishman?
She
No,
probably
but
made a
I'm sure she
hologram
had-
of Picard.
Okay,
I'm
so I'm
sure.
gonna do a
'Cause-
6 degrees of separation just to have some fun on this, but so Gates McFadden played in the first Jack Ryan movie, which was Hunt for Red October,
Yes.
and
well,
she was very briefly Jack's wife,
yes.
and she played the part with a British accent in the movie,
Yes.
even though she wasn't supposed to, because she was over there working. Gates was working over there at the time. So maybe we can, across universes and time, blame it on that.
Well, you know what's funny is Terry Metalis has said several times The Hunt for Red October is one of his favorite movies, and that he pays homage to Hunt for Red October in this season of Picard. But I mean, there's, oh my God, like, doesn't Gates I'm sorry, baby, just came back in. Don't get mad. Gates McFadden is a gilf. Oh my God, does she
No,
not look
she is
amazing?
not.
She looks
No.
amazing.
No.
Dude,
Oh,
no,
she
she's
looks
got the-
amazing, all right.
She's got the Wrath of Khan, like, you know, jacket thing on, and she's rocking.
Dude, we'll get into that
two-tone
later.
hair, and
We
she's
will
just-
get into that later.
Okay, all right.
Trust me.
So-
I have something prepared just for you, Danny.
Oh no, there's a
Oh,
super
boy.
chat sitting in
I
there.
have something very special for you, Danny.
Oh wow, you got a nice little super chat.
Yeah.
Her accent is Coruscantian.
Yes, Ray should have had a different accent in the sequel trilogy. Her accent
Yeah.
is Coruscantian.
Yeah, no, that's the example I always bring up is Rey from Star Wars. Like, she should not have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, but she is from Coruscant. 'Cause she's
She
a
was
cop.
raised. She was raised on whatever that desolate. What's it
Yeah,
called?
she got dumped there.
She was
yes,
like
I
a
can't think of the
toddler.
name.
Yeah, like.
But you
starts
know,
with a J, I
toddlers have
think.
accents.
Yeah, Jakku.
Jakku. Thank you. Yeah.
I have got something better.
But toddlers have accents.
Great trim of a gasolia $1. Later in the episode.
Did you get another super chat?
Yes, we did.
Super chat.
So this was another one from the great plume of why do people come up with names I can't pronounce? Of Agastoria. Later in the episode, if you can wait until you get to it, why did the villain give them an hour? That's a lot of time for the heroes to do something.
Are you kidding me? That's a boss
Because
move.
you have to do that.
No,
You're going to
no,
be a villain.
no, no,
You got to
no.
put them in easily.
Have you guys ever
escapable
read The Art of
situation
War? Have you
and
guys
just
never?
assume that they've been killed?
Have you never read The Art of War?
Of course,
This is
I've read The Art of
This
War.
is straight out of The Art of War. Lowers her shields. Take a look at my shit. You know I can
Which
kill you.
again is not
And she
something you ever
sparks
had
up-
to do in Star
she
Trek. You
Sparks
never had to
up-
By
lower
the way,
your shield.
Here's how you should have ended moment.
Understand.
Hey, I'm going to lower my shields. Fire torpedoes! Bam.
That shit, no, it wouldn't have worked. That shit, no, it's not because that
No,
ship's
no,
a beast, man.
I'll,
Like,
I'll,
they
I'll
would-
save I'll save some of the responses to some of the things that Bird brought up till later, but there are some good in universe explanations for some of this otherwise foolish things that on the surface do stand out. But we'll get there. We'll get there.
I'm just
Now, to be
saying.
honest, I doubt at this rate. I doubt I'll be awake by the time we get.
Okay.
That's okay. We'll be listening.
Oh,
for your-
good. I mean, I told you to get the F out anyway, so like, it doesn't matter.
Hey,
Pass
look,
out.
we're up to
Hey, we're back at present
Hey.
day. We're
So-
only an hour into the show.
Yeah.
So I did want to say one annoying thing, which I do agree with Bird from his
God, look at that shot. Look at that
unhappy
shot.
stance.
1 second. Look at this shot. You think when this gigantic ship lowers its shields that like any kind of
It's not
torpedo
that
Big a ship.
It's not that big. It's not
compared
that big,
compared to the Titan? Come on. Like,
though. No, that's not the Titan though. That's the
Yeah, that's the
the
Ilios.
family.
Oh, that's the
the
Ilios.
family
Oh,
shuttle.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Oh yeah. You can see the thing that I was talking about, the NX-01 little like
You see,
yeah.
here's a problem though, and this is a major problem that I have throughout this episode. The problem of scale, because Bert, if you could try to find an image that shows one of the more inconsistent, like
Yeah.
if we compare this shot to a later shot that shows the ships, because when we see these two ships by each other, they are very close to each other. Would you all agree?
Yes.
Like it looks like the two ships are literally like,
I have got
you know,
something
a
better.
couple, maybe a ship
Was that
like
a super
apart.
chat? Was
It
that a super
was.
chat? Super chat.
Totally, completely ignored has tipped $1. Thank you so much.
Oh, that must be Thomas Potts. That's
It
Thomas
must
Potts.
be.
Not Thomas. No.
Yeah, couldn't
I have
possibly.
no idea what you're talking about.
Based on the clip for next week, it's a Wrath of Khan type episode. Has Dork cried yet? Also,
What? There's a clip from next week's show. I haven't seen that.
it's probably on YouTube.
Oh,
Also,
okay.
I haven't seen that yet either.
dark screens in old Trek are easier to see than any screen in new Trek.
Oh,
Yeah.
Elcars would like to take up a conversation with you on that, Thomas. But
Yeah. Keep that coming. So, how would I even search that on YouTube? Just Picard.
Don't worry about searching it right now, dude. We're
Yeah.
You know what? We're still just in the beginning of episode 2. Don't worry about episode 3 yet.
okay, so
Okay.
let him search that. I'm gonna say
No, I'm
the-
fine. I'm sorry.
Okay, so the one thing from the 2 weeks ago that Picard Jr. says that was annoying because it's one of those things where this show still makes me want to keep watching, but the writing is clearly a little clunky for sure. It's not irredeemably clunky, but it's definitely clunky, and that is
oh,
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, that's so. This is where it block. Is this the scene where they cut off the
cut
tractor
the
beam?
they cut
Yeah.
the tractor beam.
Oh,
Now,
yeah,
if you,
God,
if
this
you
was
look
so
at this
dope.
shot,
Look at
it-
the side. Yeah, look at like the Titan compared to.
so now in
Helios.
this shot, it would look like the Titan is significantly larger than the Shrike.
Well, the saucer
well,
section
no.
alone is bigger than the circumference of the 4 prongs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
However,
gorgeous.
and now, Bird, if you could go to the end of the episode, so go back to mine, and then go to the end of the episode when they're getting ready to go into the chase, and it looks like the Shrike is significantly larger than the Titan.
Well, I mean, it's like perspective, man. Like, you know, for
Some of it is
example,
perspective for
no,
sure.
let's say
But
like
when they go into the clouds here, so we
Uh-huh.
see the Titan go into the cloud first, and I actually I stopped and paused and went forward and back a couple times.
Yeah,
So you
but,
look
like,
at
that's
the Titan go into the cloud there, then you look at the Shrike go into the cloud, and the Shrike makes a bigger dent in the clouds than the
Well,
Titan.
then let me see that. Let me see that part because I didn't see. I just felt like it was because the Titan was so much further ahead. It's a perspective thing, so it just looks smaller. You know, because earlier, like that scene that you showed where the Titan comes in and it breaks off the tractor beam, you could see the Titans maybe like at most 20 to 25% smaller than the Shrike. You know, but
the
it's
Titan looks
definitely way
significantly
bigger.
larger than the Shrike, based on, especially if you consider the size of the Titan next to the Crusher's ship,
The Ilios.
the Ilios. Thank you.
What's this? Oh, thank you, Thomas. You're not a. Aw, that was sweet. He gave me he gave the link to the trailer, so I'll be back. It's 48 seconds.
Okay, so while he's off with that, and I know he can still kind of hear me, the line that was really dumb was the one that really grated your nerves, Bird, which was the one about the dying every minute.
Oh yeah, that
And
could one death a minute.
they should have just written that line so that he said it's killing people at a rate of 1 every minute.
Yeah, that
The
didn't
way
make
he said it was so clunky, and it starts to
Larian
matter
fever.
because there's definitely more instances of that through the episode where, you know, smarter things could have been written in just the brief moment of just listening to what got said instead of what should have gotten said. Because
Right.
this is Star Trek. It's supposed to have higher scale writing for the.
All right, that
Right.
wasn't a trailer. That was a
Absolutely.
clip, but it was
Ah.
awesome. Thank you. So
So
all that did. I want to read this. You guys know Brian from Popcast?
Yeah.
Okay, so I texted him. I texted him this morning at 6:22 a.m. You'll like this. I told my mom. She got a big kick out of this. Oh my God, dude, I love this show so much. Whose dick do I have to suck to watch the other 8 episodes and not have to wait 8 weeks to do so? I don't know if I'll live that long. I'll suck all the dicks. LOL.
oh no.
Yeah. And
So
and all he
right
did was
he
do
he
what?
took you up on the offer or something.
Yeah, did CC
No.
see you right then?
Well, no, because she gets to work at like 5 a.m. This was like
You know, I can text her right now. Tell her to rewind and watch
That's
that.
fine. I think
Yeah, but see, this is why he mauls her when she gets home, so she doesn't feel neglected.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
I don't think she'd be too happy about hearing that.
Well, first of all, it's clearly a joke.
I think
'cause
shoes would be flying.
I gag brushing my teeth. I don't think I could handle a dick, you know. So I like, yeah.
Well, you know, based on stories you've told, I don't know that that's true.
I guess it depends.
I
on-
mean, for all
You know,
you
what
know, you've already done it while you're on mushrooms and don't remember.
Yeah, that's true.
touche.
All right. So can we move on now, Danny? Is that okay?
Please, yes, I'm begging you.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Anyway, but you see, now look at the size of these two ships here, and
You keep showing this shot. Let's move
no,
ahead.
this is where we were.
No, we weren't. We were after this because the Titan had already come in and
No,
and-
that was the shot that Bird had pulled up for me to show the difference in scale.
Oh,
because
okay.
of what came up when we were talking about this right
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was saying how the scale is messed up.
Well, then move it along. Come on.
Well, acting like I'm the one slowing things down.
Yeah, totally. Oh my God! Every scene with Riker and Picard is like a breath of fresh air. I love
I mean,
it.
is that
I
not
can't-
dark to you?
No, I can see everybody just fine. What's like,
You can see Jack Crusher's face just fine.
yes, you might
Then
need to get
I
some.
must be blind. I guess.
Well, yeah,
but
maybe you're getting
actually,
cataracts. I don't know.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to speak up when there's a lighting situation where I'm fine with. This one's fine.
Thank you.
They're on a damaged ship.
Yeah.
So I'll
What,
put up
baby?
with that for this.
Okay. Love you.
Okay, but you
That-
at
that
least
was it,
admit
that-
it's dark
That
Oh,
takes
yeah.
me
because
to
it's
the joke.
damp,
yeah.
but
But at least there's a reason for it to be
there's
dark.
a
Right.
reason
On
for
this
it to be
ship,
dark.
I
Yes.
would buy it in that the ship is damaged. The ship is, they've actually been talking about the ship has barely any power.
Yeah.
And in fact, even their stasis pod is about
Yeah.
to be critical.
You know what's weird, or not weird, but weird, I guess, for me, what I'm looking forward to. One of the things the Popcast guys told me, because those lucky fuckers have got to see all of the episodes.
We're not
Is-
going to be
is
talking
Riker-
about things that are going to
No,
happen.
well, no, this isn't going to spoil anything. They say Jonathan Frakes, the actor, like he's visibly skinnier by the end of the show.
Oh no!
I was like, that's cool. I was like,
They made him work, so he
yeah.
Either that or maybe, it seems like, it honestly seems like he's wearing padding.
craft services were told to stay away from him.
Yeah.
Well, I'm wondering if that uniform he's wearing has a couple extra layers on it.
I don't know. I just know that like they brought it up several times. They were like, like Jonathan Frakes, man. He was like dad bod to god bod by the end of like they were saying stuff like that. And so it was like right on. We might see shades of the old Riker from back in the day.
So meanwhile, you
got a super chat.
Oh, and thank you. Oh, and I'm sorry. Yes, I did see you say that earlier, Indy. So yes, you missed it at the beginning of the live stream. So funny story. My doctor screwed up. But anything to garner extras, anything to garner any extra super chats I can. So my doctor screwed up when she told me that I was getting my thyroid out today. I was getting a consultation with the surgeon today, and my thyroid is coming out on my birthday. That's right. On my birthday, April 20th. That's
Hitler's
when
birthday, by the way.
It's
Hey,
a
not
coming
that
out
anybody-
party.
Yeah, not that anybody asks or gives a shit, but I had my neck procedure yesterday, and for anybody who's wondering, I've never felt so good in.
Well, you know what? It's
like a
going
year.
to be going a whole lot worse for you soon.
Why? Look at what I can do. I can do this. I couldn't do this the other day. You see what I'm doing? It's like
Maybe
no
don't
pain.
do that so
I
much.
love it. Well,
Yeah, yeah, I can do.
You're using up all the movement options. You're burning it out early.
yeah. Well, I'm just
Yeah.
saying. I feel great. So my
One
shit
text
is-
message to Cece, and you won't be doing that anymore. Just saying.
Run.
Yeah. All right. So Commander Hansen is there now. This is an interesting line, and this brings up a theory of birds. Bird, do you want to go ahead and talk about your theory? I don't want to stomp on your.
I'm sorry. What's my theory?
They were talking about a certain type of energy that they detected.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
photonic energy. So
Yeah.
I think Vatic is a hologram.
Can we do something with the? I don't like this. The face that Seven's making. It's bugging me. It's been like.
Kissy face is too much for you, is it?
I mean, for this long, yeah. Like come on, put some respect on Seven.
Sorry, no.
And hey, in the chat, Gorilla, he wants to know who my optometrist is. I don't know her name, but man, she's smoking hot. She's here in
Dude.
Vegas. I'll look it up for you if you're being serious.
She really is going to come break your neck.
Oh no, Cece even said my optometrist is smoking. We couldn't believe how gorgeous she looks like a goddamn model. She's like, how are you a doctor? It doesn't make sense. But anyway, I don't know her name though. It was Kiernan, something Kiernan. I don't know. I'll look it up for you. But yeah,
You want a different picture of Seven?
please, or just
If
play
it's
for
okay
half a
with
second.
Salty.
You know,
Fine bird news.
there.
Expensive 7.
There you
What's happening next?
That's constipated right there.
No, that's more like Seven just heard my little stupid rant, and that's the face she's giving me. So
That's the face right before she snaps her neck.
I have got something better.
Is that a super chat?
Yes, indeed.
There you
So,
go, super chat.
The great
great plume of
Plu-
Gasoria
the great plume of Gasoria, or, thank you once again. No, just dark. It's just so flat. No depth to any of these shots. Everything is thrown to black. Even the first conference scene in Undiscovered Country put everything in black so you can focus on character.
So, if I had the access, apparently you're giving Bird, I would put this chat up on the screen. But Gorilla is hilarious. He says,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Well, Danny, because if you can see everything in that dark of a setting, I'll fly out to Vegas to get my eyes fixed."
Oh, that's why he's asking about
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was wondering where he was going to go with that.
Yeah,
because
good stuff, man.
Because I generally know where Gorilla lives, and I'm like, well, that's not going to do him any good knowing where your optometrist is. That'd be like,
Yeah, you know, I was kind of wondering about that too. It's like his glasses don't look good. What are you talking about? So,
What's wrong with my glasses, bro? They're bifocals. But other than that, they're good.
Oh, I'm fighting that.
yeah.
Man, once you hit 40, I don't know how old you are. Like it's.
I'm knocking on 50, but I fought them at 40, and I still don't have them.
Damn, you're older
So.
than me.
Mhm.
Fuck, you got good genes, man. You
You
see
the
this? This is
baby.
all white. Yeah.
Oh no, you you wait. You wait. You see Scruffy Jason
Yeah.
in a few weeks or a week or so, and
You got a lot of white also.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Mike was right to poke at me for not having cleaned myself up.
Is that bald woman sitting or what's?
No, she's
the deal?
standing.
She's on an exercise ball.
She's sitting. No, she's sitting.
That
She's not-
that posture's too perfect.
Hey, do you think she's the same race as Leah from the motion
Obviously.
picture?
Nah, she's got pointy ears. There's
Yeah.
another shot where
Does
you
she
get
have
to see-
pointy ears? Oh, she does?
She's
Yeah.
probably a Vulcan or Romulan
Vulcan
who
or-
just
okay.
doesn't like
Yeah.
hair.
Okay.
Either way, I would check to see that her
She's a Vulcan cancer.
Vastity Chow is on file. Start.
Yes.
Hey, man, don't make cancer jokes. That's not funny.
Hey, I've had cancer, so I'm allowed.
I mean, I've had cancer also.
And
but
it's
I don't-
balls
I don't
against
talk
the
about it.
wall.
So
I mean,
I'm
it was
allowed.
it's melanoma, so it's not a big deal. But
Yeah, so you didn't have real cancer, so you suck.
exactly, no, exactly. That's why. No, exactly. That's why I don't like.
Yeah, so you're not allowed.
You had
Exactly,
lower
that's what-
lowercase c cancer. You didn't have
Yeah,
big
yeah.
C, did you?
Yeah.
You didn't have the kind of cancer where the doctor's like, "You better bring your wife to the appointment." You know?
Well, funny story. My ex-wife, because this is when it happened. You know. Was
Okay,
with
no,
me.
no,
We
we'll
were
stop
married
it.
at the time. Okay,
Good.
sorry.
When-
It's fine. No, I went to the dermatologist for something unrelated, and they did a exam and found on my back. Sorry,
Oh, Kissy Face is back for you.
yes, just for you.
motherfucker.
All right, so moving on. So Commander Hansen detects photonic energy, and that they need to get in there to rescue Admiral Picard and Captain Riker. To which he says, "Commander Hansen, shut up." You know, which again, Captain Shaw is 100% right. So I do like this look on his face because he is like, yeah, you need to, know your place on the bridge, because she is talking back to her captain here.
Oh yeah, there's some things that he does that are dumb, but as far as his maintenance of the chain of command, the character is fairly solidly written, and the actor does a good job with it.
Yeah. And his motivations are clearly to protect his ship and his crew.
Yeah.
Until for some reason they're not.
Yeah.
Which.
And that's when things kind of get a little on the dumb side, and I've got some criticisms there. So.
And yes, Thomas, I wholeheartedly agree.
If we actually pre-recorded this, we could get so many YouTube shorts.
Just out of what
a new series. And this is not meant as a slam at all. This would be awesome. We could do story time with Dork Knight.
Poor Danny, he's never coming.
And I would be so bad. I would encourage it so much. It would just be we could just write hours and hours of it, I'm sure.
Are you coming back, Danny? It's probably Danny. Come on back, Danny.
You might be distracted.
He's either distracted, he's looking at squirrels, or he's crying, or worse, he's imbibing in something he shouldn't be. And if he's imbibing in something,
he's gone full Rafi on us.
Yeah, oh no, he's gone Rafi. That's what we're gonna call it from now on. We're gonna change his avatar to Rafi.
We knocked him off the wagon, and we lost him.
There needs to be a way for us to change someone's avatar. You can't do that in StreamYard, can you?
I don't think so. I'm actually surprised that the Stream Runner couldn't do it, because you'd have to make sure that you could control if someone put something inappropriate. But
right. Now I'm back. Like if you could unmute something. Yeah, you can't unmute them. Yeah, can't unmute your guests because they chose to mute themselves.
Well, and that would kind of be dirty pool too.
Yeah, I know.
You might hear something you don't want to hear. It's like, oh, you wanted to hear that, did you?
Actually, for some people, there's a bug where if you play a video, it unmutes them.
Really?
After the video stops. I didn't believe it, but sure enough, I saw it firsthand.
Oh, that's nice to know. So, like, if I did something like... No, that didn't work. Too bad. No, that didn't work either.
I'm a better female character.
I guess he doesn't have the bug.
We know there's that little tiny, ever so faint buzz going on. It's only loud if you listen to it on a phone.
Come on, Danny. Where are you? Text him.
I don't know.
What's going on now? See if he's having a problem.
He's got the digital equivalent of he's fallen and he can't get up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mercer saying he didn't hate the episode, but he didn't like it, considering stock and average.
If I didn't hear you, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, if I didn't hear YouTubers, talking so great about this season for the last 3 weeks about how it's going to be the best thing ever, then I might not be so disappointed as I am now.
Yeah, see, I think the thing that had me both very interested to give it a shot and also somewhat frustrated is Brian and his brother from the podcast absolutely punched this out as, you really need to watch this. This must be watched. This is TNG season 8, and I am sufficiently satisfied. I'm entertained. I'm not upset with even this episode, but it's just like, uh-oh, he was murdered,
Sorry.
and now he's back
No,
alive.
no. Like,
Dude, was that like the biggest crap you've ever taken, or what?
no. Mom's watching. I can't tell, but let's just say Cece has needs, and my shirt's on. Sorry, hold up.
Yeah. Text from Cece. Don't believe what he says.
Is that true?
Yes.
Nice.
I love you.
So you want to try that again?
Moving right along.
Moving right along. Yes. I like, dude. What do you guys think of Shaw? Because I know a lot of you guys hated him. Kadish loved him. Episode 1. I was kind of but
He was my favorite character in episode 1.
yeah, dude. He's
still
I
my
want to
favorite
see.
character.
I want a Shaw show. I hope they don't.
But-
I'm almost scared that they're going to kill him by the end of this. You know what I mean? I feel like. What do you guys think?
No, I
Like-
think they're going to change his attitude by the end.
Well,
I think is what
they already
might
kind of
do.
changed his attitude by the end of this episode. As soon as Picard says, "It's my son," dude gets on board, sits down, and starts helping. Like,
Sorta. He's got this. Everything's on you, Picard. So if
well,
this
that's
all
because
goes
Picard
sideways,
pulls his. He
Well, we'll
throws
get to
out
yeah,
the trump card.
That's the end of the episode. We'll get to
okay.
that. We'll get there.
Okay.
We'll get
All
there.
right. Now, I love that scene. That's when we see Jean-Luc Picard again, because we saw a cuck the first 2 seasons. We
Wow.
didn't see Picard.
That's like your
no,
favorite word in the whole world, isn't it?
no. But if you're
We
going
saw-
to be a cuck, I'm going to call you out on it. You know?
we saw.
You can watch me,
retirement
but I ain't gonna watch you, buddy. That's yeah.
We saw a retirement village Picard is what we saw. This guy's like
No,
someone
we
handed
saw
out
funeral
the-
home Picard here, I think.
Well, no, in
only
this
a couple
episode,
of times.
No, man, he's like, he just like, I don't know why he didn't drop that shit earlier. Whatever he says, it's like Admiral blah 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 blah, and I'm do this, do that, and the captain's like, shit, I can't. Like he just
Yeah. Well, there's definitely a couple of moments in the filming where what went to print, so to speak. There was definitely a shortage of lemon water for Patrick Stewart
Hey,
because his
thanks
voice
for
cracked.
texting Mike and ruining my bit, honey. I appreciate that. Yeah. Sorry, she just walked back in.
By the way, even so, you lasted all of 30 seconds is what you.
Well, that's what. See, it was more of a joke on me than her. It was supposed to make me look bad, not her. You know, it's like I'm a Jerry Lewis fan. I'm all about self-deprecating humor. You know?
Yeah. Mhm. Anyway, back to the show.
What a great pause you got here. Like, yeah.
No, I found that frame very carefully because I wanted that menacing. See, what my problem though is, here's what I kind of see for the arc with this character is it, and this kind of scares me. I think they were trying in these first 2 episodes to make him feel like a villain and then try to soften him. No, I do. I think you were supposed to hate him at the end of the first episode.
Well, yeah, but not in a villainous way. Just like I never got villain vibes off this dude ever. Off Shaw.
Right, but I think you were supposed to hate him. I think you were supposed to think he was a complete jerk, even though everything he did in episode 1 was the right thing to do.
Yes. No, look, it's the difference between so we reviewed Strange New Worlds together. Remember the episode of Strange New Worlds where Pike didn't die, so he ended up being in the Balance of Terror episode instead of Kirk, and
Right.
shit went terribly, because of that. It's just a difference in styles. Like I never saw this guy as like a villain or even a dick. It was just like he just had a different point of view. Like I'm sorry, and I hate that my internet went out last week because I did want to talk about this more. I love that scene at the table where he's just like being such an asshole. He's just like, this
Right,
might
but
be
even
boring
the
for
way
you
you
boys because there's
the way
not going to be any explosions. We're not going to be, destroying any ships or whatever the fuck he said. It was hilarious. You know what I mean? Like, I actually, and he got better. And the thing is, this episode, he was he have we gotten to the part where he like fires Seven?
Not yet. No.
Okay, all right, dude, he's great. He's the MVP,
Right,
as far as
but
I'm
he,
concerned.
but I'm just saying, I think they're trying to set him up as a villain so that they can soften him to bring him around. To,
I don't like that word villain. I think no, they're not.
antagonist is a better choice.
Yeah, antagonist. Yeah.
But basically to bring him around, kind of like how they did with Jellicoe in Chain of
wow,
Yes. Yeah,
Brian
because
made that
remember,
same comparison.
they had to humble Jellicoe so that
Yeah.
Jellicoe had to get Riker's help, right?
Mm.
And which was the wrong thing to do. The way it should have been was Riker should have, instead of having Riker smugly have to, be there to be the one that Jellicoe had to humble himself to, Riker should have had to humble himself to Jellicoe.
Hey, is Sirstus a regular patron of your channel? This is my first. Oh, they are? Okay. So, I don't know if you're male or female, so I'm going to use the pronouns they so I don't offend people.
It's a guy.
Okay. So, dude.
Look at the picture.
Well, I can't see it. It's teeny tiny. Even though I can see darkness, my eyes aren't that good, so maybe my optometrist is not that great. But,
Apparently, all you can see is darkness.
Oh, no. Remember, I have bifocals. I just had to lift up my glasses. So it's a dude. Shaw is acting just right. Hold on.
Apparently, can't be glasses that stay up.
He says, wow. Okay, anyway. He says that Shaw was acting just right and things never go good when a Starfleet admiral comes aboard your ship.
That's true. In Star Trek, things never go well when an admiral comes on your ship.
Never.
That's basically a red shirt rule for Star Trek.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Picard ends up dead by the end of this season,
Yeah.
But the and you know what? The only thing that is worse than having an admiral come on your ship, having an admiral take command of your ship, which we see at the end of this episode.
Dude, it's so boss. It's so boss.
No.
I did not expect that move from Picard, especially after the last two seasons.
Well, I'm just saying
he's retired and shouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, he shouldn't be able to. But
Yeah.
anyway, but
apparently his authorization code still works. So that's all.
Well, we'll see the real reason in a minute. But but Shaw does everything right. But I think that the problem is that they're going to make Shaw the one to acquiesce when it should be Picard and Riker to acquiesce, because Picard and Riker have been wrong every step of this journey, but they're going to make it out that Shaw has been wrong. That's my feeling. Anyway, moving on.
Dude, I hate.
So we have now this is the dumbest use of ordnance in Star Trek history. Because if this ship is so ridiculously badass, how is it that it could fire not one, not two, but three torpedoes? 3 torpedoes! And all it does is destroy a shuttlecraft that's sitting on the back of this thing and no other appreciable damage.
Because they're like snipers, man. They were just like pinpoint accuracy. That was them showing, that was them flexing. Is what I thought. Like, that's what I thought. It's like,
there's no. A single torpedo.
A phaser or a disruptor is flexing.
Yeah.
That is
one of those
your
torpedoes
day.
would have destroyed the ship.
Yeah.
All right.
That was just stupid. And by the way, has nobody heard of phasers or disruptors in this show? Because all of a sudden everybody's firing torpedoes.
You got to remember, we're in the 25th century now, so they have photonic, they've got those
photonic
things.
torpedoes were on the NX-01. Don't.
No, okay. Well, you know what I'm trying to say. They got more
Yeah,
advanced shit now. Yeah. So it's like whatever it's called.
Yeah, they have quantum torpedoes, but these
quantum
aren't
torpedoes.
These aren't quantum torpedoes. These are photon.
Do we just put the
torpedoes.
word quantum in front of anything we want to sound cooler?
Yes, that's what they do in Star Trek.
And Ant-Man. Hey, are we still going to talk about that today? Because you told me we could.
if we have time. And this, in case nobody noticed, yes, the shuttlecraft was the
Savick.
Savick.
The
Yeah, I
Savick.
saw it on my second watch through. I saw
Yeah.
it
I
flying
want to
across
make
the
sure everybody
screen.
caught. Yes, yet another Star Trek II reference.
So I don't know why. Oh, there's tons of them. Are you kidding me? The Beverly Crusher coat, the musical cues, the
I'm just saying,
nebula that
I
they're
just
going
wanted to
into.
show
Yeah.
that. And
So
by
I
the
don't
way,
know why my
after-
ex-wife is doing this, but she's sending me pictures of me and my daughter from she just turned 14 the other day,
okay,
And-
dude,
and she won't talk to me anymore.
Dude,
It's
dude,
depressing.
dude.
Yeah. Sorry.
Nothing to do with Star Trek, right?
Yeah, sorry.
Put
Okay.
your phone down. Okay. Put
Oh,
your phone
Dan. Daniel Shea just hit me up. He said he had to stop watching Picard because it became a hate fest. That's not cool.
Who?
I don't know if you know him. Daniel Shea?
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
a
yeah.
Regular watcher.
Is he?
BK Dan?
Okay. Yeah, BK Dan. Yeah. Sorry.
All right, so
I guess that means he's not watching us? Is he not in the chat? Oh,
He
bummer.
stopped watching this because it became a hate fest, or he stopped watching Star Trek Picard.
Picard. Picard, not us.
Yeah, Picard, not us. Yeah, he's not in the chat.
I sent him an invite to watch us, and he replied with that. So he's like, yeah, that's a bummer. I like BK Dan.
anyway, so maybe because we disagree. maybe he likes Picard, but he doesn't like us fighting. So the Savick is the shuttle because we just can't get enough Star Trek II references.
Dude, I am loving all the Easter eggs. Like, oh my God, do you guys watch this channel? Let me find it.
No, no. We're not going down another rabbit hole.
Okay, all right, sorry.
The story time with Danny, I know we could make a YouTube channel out of that. But
Okay, look, when we're off the air, remind me to tell you the channel to watch because this guy does deep dives, and he pointed out Easter eggs I didn't even see. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
like did you see Cisco's baseball?
yes,
Yeah.
there,
Okay.
there's a picture of it.
I don't think that was Cisco's baseball.
I think it was actually.
probably
No,
intended
it
to
totally
be,
was. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
Like, who else has a damn baseball? Come on.
If that's Cisco's baseball, then I'm very pissed right now.
Well,
I
Jake,
wasn't
He's-
pissed
Jake was
before.
desperate for some money.
Well,
His
that and-
writing
and the-
career did not take off.
The actor that played Benjamin Sisko's never coming back to acting because he's batshit crazy. So they had to do some kind of.
He's not batshit crazy. He just wants to be paid fair wage, and he'd come back.
He's
no,
a little.
he's
a little
batshit crazy,
eccentric.
bro.
He's
No,
a
he's
little
batshit
eccentric.
crazy. Yeah, he's being polite. I'm being
I'm trying
real.
to be nice.
Yeah, dude's
well,
batshit
Jason
You
was
see-
Canadian.
You see there the sometimes shaven what?
Yeah.
All right. So let's move on. Now after
Are
a
we
quarter
just
of the
now
way
getting?
through, a quarter of the way into the episode, and we're just now getting to the title card.
And an hour and 10 minutes into our review, and we're just getting to the title card.
Well, because somebody keeps going off on diatribes and
Oh yeah,
disappearing
yeah. Blame
off
me.
the live
Blame
stream.
me. You know what? If I had backstage controls, we'd already be done with this episode and just
Oh,
talking about.
please.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get.
we,
this was a
if
good
we had,
episode.
you
Come
know
on.
what? If you had control, we'd have copyrighted material streaming all over the place.
Oh, you obviously don't watch my wrestling show. No, I get on to Joe about that all the time. He gets me claimed because he
All right,
plays. Never mind. Yeah,
we're
you
not
don't care.
talking about
That's
your
fine.
wrestling show.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right. Now,
Sunday at 11 a.m. every Sunday on Pop Culture Minefield. If you like wrestling, tune in to the Pop Culture Minefield Dork
Yeah,
Side
yeah.
of the Ring. I actually thought you were gonna boot me. Like I was just trying.
I was
to,
about-
Well, you just hit the play button.
all right. So after the title card, we see Rafi talking to her handler again being denied a face-to-face meeting as she's desperately trying
So,
to.
how many of you knew it was going to be Worf because of last week?
It was super obvious to me because of the little hint they dropped on the L cars
Yeah.
on the panel in the end credits.
Yeah, in the end
And then
credits,
when
but-
they and if Mike has it in here, when they run the two lines when the handler at this moment in our knowledge says don't freak out, don't be angry, but the way it's said on the screen, it's very stoic and
no, I don't have it on here, but
yeah.
Well, last week he called her a warrior,
right,
and that's the thing that everybody was jumping on. And I'm not going to try to say like, "Ooh, I was pleasantly surprised." It was Worf. You know, the only line he gives in this episode, "I told you not to engage." I was like, "Oh shit, he's the handler." It's like,
yeah.
Well, what did you think?
I didn't think he was the handler. You know,
I've got the don't seek blame.
Yeah, don't seek anger.
Do not seek blame. Do not seek anger.
Which is kind of funny because Worf would always be seeking anger.
Oh, well, you got to remember, even though he decapitates people, he's a pacifist now. So
Yeah, well,
he's got a different life perspective.
right.
But he still
So
takes
I
people
do.
I do have to say that, and I have to say this, and I'm only going to say this once for Rafi's character. I really hope that they don't double down on what feels like too much whiny writing for that character, because she was fine to me in the first episode, but she seems to be all crankiness. The way that
Like when she's talking
things
to
are,
her
the
husband.
way she talks to her husband, the way
he-
that she interacts with her handler that she doesn't know is Worf yet.
Here's what I've been told by people.
She's
who've
a
seen-
terrible character.
Oh, okay, Bird. Anyway, what they're about to do with her, according to my friends, is now that she did drugs for the first time in a long time, they're going to give her a character arc, and this is something I can relate to as somebody who's struggled with alcoholism and been in and out of rehab and dealt with addiction. She's going to have like an addiction character arc the rest of the season, and I'm actually that really intrigues me. So I'm really, you know.
Now I will say one extra thing, and I thought about this when I watched Drinker do his 15 minutes, because he's clearly seen the entire shot, just like the Popcast folks have seen the whole thing.
Right.
And that is this the frustration that we all started to face a couple of years ago when the streaming services started switching to rolling out one episode at a time, so people wouldn't just get a month at a time, I think is potentially damaging to shows like this, where if you could watch more of the episodes closer together, the story would explain itself a little bit better.
Look,
No, you can't blame. You can't blame that. The writers knew what they were writing for.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's tough because there's been shows that I've watched in the past where I watched them all in a row, and then I would get like really close together, binge them, and then I get caught up, and then it would be I'm stuck at an airing pace, and then the way in which they hit me changes when there's an entire week between them. So I don't know. It could be just a me thing, but that's just how it kind of feels.
here's the thing. I get what you're saying, because seasons 1 and 2 of Picard, and Mike, you were there for at least season 2. I don't remember if you were there for season 1, but I used to be a salty nerd, and then they, you know, for obvious reasons, you know,
They
cast me
desalted
aside.
you.
Yes, but we were all on board for the first 2 episodes of both of those seasons. So it's like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So we're kind of like, we've been conditioned to like not like
Watch.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the whole Doomcock argument. But dude, this shit is so good. I'm loving it. That's why I literally read the text. I was like, I will suck all the dicks. I want to see the rest of this. I don't want to wait. I might not live that long. You know, I'm really digging this show. Like,
So if I were to spy satellite your place, there might be a pirate flag going up on your roof in a minute. Arr.
Arr.
Don't tempt him. Don't. I've been working on talking him out of using such nefarious.
Sorry.
But
all right. So anyway, my little thing about Rafi is over. I won't bother talking about her anymore.
I don't know.
I don't.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Like I don't say that to back away from discussing Rafi because I don't want to talk or I don't want to have to debate it. It's just I have this feeling, and based on what you just passed on, I just have this feeling that either Rafi is just never going to be a character that I like, or there's something I don't know coming that as we get through more of it, it's going to make better sense to me.
Super chat.
yes, indeed. So Joe Biden has donated $1.
I don't want to hear a word out of Joe Biden's mouth. Please don't.
No, I think you'll like this one. Joe Biden says, this was a great episode. Rufy is my favorite character. She is so diverse, just like my administration is. Funny, it took less time to watch this episode than you guys. Hail Karoga, number 22.
And we lost Danny.
Yeah, lost Danny. And so,
there was a satellite.
all right, there's number 22.
You know, when Joe Biden asked for number 22, you don't actually have to do it. You won't remember.
I don't know what happened. That was weird. Did you boot me? Did you boot me, bro? Did you do that?
I think the satellite went out.
Yeah.
No.
We used the CNN excuse.
Yeah. Well, my internet went out on me. I've been bragging about my T-Mobile internet for months, and now.
Well, I can read it again for you if you'd like.
Yeah, what'd you say? Yeah.
Okay. Well, this was a great episode. Rufy is my favorite character.
I heard that part. Yeah, and this is where I cut out. What was after that?
She is so diverse, just like my administration. Funny. Funny.
This is supposed to be Joe Biden, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Funny, it took me less time to watch the episode than you guys.
Well, fuck you, man. I've watched it 2.5 times, and I
yeah,
actually have
the
it
time that
playing.
it's taken us to go through the first half of this episode.
All right. Well,
All
come on.
So now I do want to say this. So I have this shot here because I do like what I think is a natural progression of the transporter inhibitor, which is that they're these little discs now.
Oh, instead of like the tripods with the things or whatever.
Let me just say one more thing about Rafi before.
Yeah, because we're ragging on Rafi. Rufy's her name now.
I mean, I'm saying she's a terrible character because she is. Like she's a terrible Starfleet security agent or whatever she's supposed to be.
Well,
she's told to stand down. She's told do not keep doing what you're doing.
Is she? I got a question. Hold up.
Well, let me just finish saying what I was saying, please. If you're part of, if you're a spy, you're part of a clandestine network, you've got to do what you're told. You're not going to be told what's going on. She's like, well, tell me who's in charge or tell me what's going on. No, you don't have that kind of clearance. Did it ever occur to you that they don't want you to know what's going on because you might get captured and you might be tortured and then you would give up that information? I mean, that's part of the life.
Let me ask you a question. Please, do you think that Worf and now that we know Worf is the handler, so Worf and Raffi, are they Starfleet intelligence or Section 31? Because my mom texted me this morning. I love you, Mom, if you're watching. Kind of pissed me off, and she knows. She texted me. I was like 5 minutes into the episode because she's 3 hours ahead of me, and she was like, "Oh my God, is Worf Section 31?" And I was like, "What the hell are you talking about? Worf's not even in this episode." She's like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry." He comes in, and I was like, "Stop! I'm watching." Like stop. What do you guys think? Because I don't. After watching it, I don't know. I've heard arguments for both sides. Do you guys think it's intelligence
I
or
doubt
31?
Worf would be Section 31 because I think he would find that dishonorable.
Well,
Okay.
Worf obviously doesn't care about that anymore since
Why?
he kills.
Whoa!
He kills people in cold blood.
Well,
He didn't kill anybody in cold blood. What are you talking
That
about?
Ferengi was unarmed when he
No, he
decapitated
wasn't.
him.
No, he took
The
a
only
knife out
thing
of
he
his
had-
hand. No, he
that
took
was
a
the
knife
knife
out of
that
his hand,
Rafi
and
stabbed
he
him
had
with.
yeah, but he still that doesn't. So he was still armed.
Bullshit.
He had it in his hand.
Well, he was
Stand your ground.
wounded. He pulled it out of his own hand. He pulled it out of his own hand.
Hey, Worf didn't know that. He came in after. He's like, "Oh, this motherfucker's got a knife."
If that was
Totally
Deep Space Nine,
reasonable response to cut his
Gowron
head
would have
off.
thrown him out of
Oh,
the
God.
goddamn
No.
the Great Hall for being
He just didn't spend
dishonorable.
enough time in the holodeck getting it out of his system, so he got all worked up and he just kept going.
perhaps Worf has a more enlightened view of honor now.
They ruined Worf. They ruined Cisco's baseball now. Now I'm more pissed.
Dude, what the fuck are you talking? Like, this is like, I don't know if I don't think I can handle Bird. I don't think I can handle.
I don't
Bird.
think I can handle this episode anymore.
All right, okay.
I gave it like a
Hey,
6, and now I
uh,
think it'd do it down to a 4.
Oh God, deuces.
All right, let's move on. So the reason for the transport inhibitors is because immediately after Picard places them, they try to beam Jack away,
which is actually reasonably decent timing with the writing too, because there's a couple of moments in this episode where
Where did the transport inhibitors come from?
where'd they come from?
Yeah, where did they come from?
I would assume
From
that
Picard's butt, and they were in his. They were in his.
Picard brought them from Earth. Picard picked them up on the Titan.
I
Picard
would
found them on the
I'd
ship.
say he found them on the ship, because I would assume Crusher's probably had got all kinds of this tech all over the place because she's running from these people for the last however long.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
so,
you have
I
had
mean-
them set up the entire time? It would just be kind
Well,
of something you would do.
she did
would have
introduce
limited
the
power.
pump action
Well,
shot
they
phaser,
obviously
so-
the transporter inhibitors had their own power.
Yeah, but they're not infinite. You can't just leave them on 24/7.
Yeah, I just took them
It
up
would
to
be
the power
the
grid.
first tech in track that you
I have
can't
got
leave on.
something better.
And so the great plume of a Gasoria. What is with that name? What is a Gasoria? And says, I lied, I cheated, I bribed Danny, the Dork Knight, to cover the crimes of Salty Trekker. I am an accessory to nerd fights. The most damning thing of all is that I think I can live with it. And of course, Danny has left again, apparently.
He's turning his shirt around.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, anyway, there is a couple of moments in the episode where events happen and then reactions happen, and the timing. I know you have to, the way that you have to do editing, it's not, you're never going to get it exact, but there's
Right.
a couple of moments where the time space between when the event happens and when the reaction is finally shown on screen makes it seem like there's incompetence at play. So this was actually pretty tight. You know, the whole, he's running around putting the pucks on the wall. Next thing you know, it's like, oh, what are you doing? Trying to stop that, dummy.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good. Pinging Danny.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm pinging Cece to tell him to stop running away. Oh, he says he's peeing. Okay.
Ah, excellent. Jaloja time.
Well, next time, tell us. I don't know if you can hear that.
He needs to make himself a. You need to. Oh,
You're muted.
You're muted. Weird.
Can't hear you.
Audio.
Can't
Hear
hear
me?
you.
Oh,
There you go.
fuck.
There you
Oh,
go.
can
There
you
you
hear
go.
me
There
now?
you go.
That
Yeah.
was a private text message, dude. You weren't supposed to tell the world I was pissing. They didn't need to know that.
I didn't
That was
say
a private. That was a No, I heard you. I heard you. Because when I leave my computer, I unplug my mic and I turn my speakers all the way up so I can hear it.
Okay.
Throughout the house. I heard you. You told the
Well,
world.
you know what? We all have to. We all have biological.
You
Everybody
guys see
peed.
how much soda I drink, and my mom. Everybody gives me shit. Like, it's diet. At least it's diet.
You know what,
Like,
Bird? Hey, how do you think
You-
Bird feels? He has to do it in his bed.
you know what? I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be nice.
What? That's
Well,
not
the
a joke.
Geloja
You
machine.
can't get out of bed.
Mm-hmm.
He
No,
can't.
that's his life.
Bird's been
Bed
bedbound for a decade.
Bed Life, It's a Stream by Berto Prey 5.
Hey, man. Sometimes people get what they deserve. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I told you. I told you.
Oh,
You kept pushing me. I said I didn't want to
Wow.
say anything, but whatever.
Wow. That's low, man. Okay.
now, however, us knowing that you have those speakers turned on when you leave and you blank the screen, that is you kicked a door wide open. People are going to have fun with you.
I think I
Yeah.
feel a song
Yeah.
coming on. And the key of
Hey, Bird. I hope you know I'm
Ozzy
just.
Prey.
I do the shock jock, shitty sense of humor thing. I have nothing but love for you. I didn't mean that. Like,
No,
really.
it's okay. I
Okay.
understand you have a
Okay.
shitty sense of humor.
Okay, yeah, thank you. No, I'll take it. I'll take it. It's like, yeah.
No, yeah, you will. Believe me.
He'll take all of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what Sissy says when she pegs me, man. It's terrible.
His shoes
I
are
have
going
a
to come
really-
flying.
I have a
That's
really bad habit of oversharing on your stream, Michael.
you really do. You really, really do. All right. So then these whatever these guys with the skull faces come beaming in. Now, what do you think?
Or go ahead. Sorry.
What do you think they are?
They are a giant tie-in to the whole I fly a ship named after a bird, and that's what I'm afraid of.
Well, these
And this is where I'm going to
bird-faced
jump a little
guys,
ahead,
right?
though. Yeah, but this
These-
is where I'm going to
yeah.
jump a little bit ahead and talk about what I messaged Danny behind. Well, actually, I
I fly a
tweeted it
ship
out.
named after a bird.
Well,
No,
we had
it's-
tweets
it's-
and messages.
Yeah, so I forget which ones were which. But at this point, my concern is that with Amanda Plummer playing the baddie and the chair she's sitting in, the hair she has, the fact that, for those who may not remember, Amanda Plummer is one of the two heist members who were robbing the restaurant in Pulp Fiction. She is a caricature.
No, you literally. Yeah, I can't remember if it was. I think it was a message. You were like, I was
Expecting her to just jump up and start screaming at everybody and swinging a gun around. Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's her. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
her. Yeah.
Oh, my side.
And you're wadding them. Oh yeah, and then of course when she spouted off the name of the ship, and then for me when I was watching the episode first time through, next thing I'm seeing is the bird faces on the dudes,
Yeah,
the name of the ship,
shit,
the
right?
fact that it feels. I said what I said. I said it feels like an Austin Powers villain.
It's exactly what he said to me. He's like, it's.
Like, what is even going on here? It's like everything else is great, but then it's like all of a sudden we ended up in Austin Powers land.
Man, you keep making me pull a muscle in my ribs. You gotta stop.
So I don't know. These bird people, they better have a good explanation. It better be like this is the themed costume that you have to wear on the bird ship.
The bird ship.
You know.
You'll
No,
be great. Since we've never seen them talk, right?
No, they just make clicky noises.
We hear,
Right.
Yeah, we hear
Would be-
clicks.
Yeah, it would be great if we saw them go.
God.
"Grrr, grrr."
I don't know if you guys will get this reference, but first thing I thought of last week when I saw the bird dudes was like, ooh, Court of Owls. I wonder if this is going to be like the Star Trek version of Court of Owls. But I think somebody else told me, because I haven't watched 12 Monkeys, the series, yet. And I need to, because everybody's been raving about it. Apparently, these characters were in 12 Monkeys. Is that right? Or something like them were? These bird-faced people? Is that... Do you guys
I'm not
know?
sure. After Kadich
Okay.
was so praiseworthy of the show, or praiseful of the show last week, I think I'm gonna have to make it a point to try to watch it as well.
Oh, cool. Hey,
I
man, maybe
watched
we can
the
do
show,
it.
but it's been a long time. So
Well, hey, if you wanna review it, I'll watch it with you.
Sure.
Man. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
but I keep thinking of a really bad sketch with Will Ferrell and I think it was Seth Green dressed up as condors running around the set of Saturday Night Live going caw caw, and then they ended up like flying into each other and like tonguing
You know
each
what's really bad now is now you've got the movie Condor Man stuck in my head.
You know what's really bad is Michael promised me we could talk about Ant-Man, and we only have 30 minutes left of the normal 2-hour format, and I hope he'll go long, and we still have 45 minutes of this episode left. Come on, man. Jesus.
Well, it's not my fault.
Crank it. Let's crank it.
All right, so Riker decides to roll a plasma.
Yeah, those are the bird people. Yeah, he blows them up, which is
Yeah.
boss.
and then they go Picard and blow up. And that doesn't go well for them. And then they say, "Well, good. Now they won't beam over because they know they'll just get blown up."
Oh, is
And
this the
so-
part where they throw the ship?
No,
Not
because they're
yet.
still on the ship.
Yeah, they're
Oh, see,
tractored
this is
at
how
this
far
point.
behind we are. We need to hurry up. I
Yeah,
want to talk
let's just
about.
get.
I'm trying to go. Will you shut up and stop telling me to go so I can go? Okay, we'll stop.
Am I talking? Am I talking? I mean, I am now, but I wasn't.
So anyway, they grab it in the tractor beam, and they're pulling her in, and it's looking bad. But now you
Now,
see, look
the
at
money
this shot.
We're gonna get the money shot.
So now at this shot, all of a sudden, the Ilios is further away from the Shrike for some reason. For no apparent reason, somehow it's gotten further
So
away.
you're dragging this out, man. Quit
And-
nitpicking and show us the money shot. Like that's
And
what
they
I'm-
did that
Ah.
so that now this can happen.
Well, that's well, things happen so plot can continue.
You were a little like the shot you had earlier was better because like the beam was there and all that. But
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah.
So then they beam.
I like how they explain this because I literally yelled out loud.
Yeah, I was like,
Beverly?
wait,
I was
yeah,
like,
where's
Be-"
Dr. Crusher? But
Yeah.
they said they beamed her directly to sick
to
bay
sick bay,
because
yeah.
magic transporters
See,
are magic.
Little things like that, you know. Like
They've
attention to
actually
detail.
covered things like that before in other series as well,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
people that are injured are automatically routed.
No, they have.
So-
Yeah, that didn't bother me at all. I'm just glad that they mentioned
Somebody
it. because
should have asked, though.
I literally.
Yeah.
that-
Picard or
yeah.
Riker should be like, well, where's my
Actually,
mother?
actually,
Where's
my
Beverly?
mother should have happened. Yeah, Picard Jr. should have actually asked the question.
yeah, I
because
don't-
he doesn't
no.
know protocol.
No, it's
Yeah, he doesn't. know.
Crusher Jr.
Yeah, no, Jack should have been like, "Where's my mom?" You know, and the
Yeah.
other two could have they could have had that moment where they explained, "Oh no, she's."
Yeah.
in
They
sick
should have
bay,"
at least
you know?
confirmed that they were beamed out. I mean, how do they know that she was beamed out?
Well,
They
they're
don't know
also
that
being
they
they're
picked
also
up
being
the
welcomed with
Lifelines.
phaser rifles. If you didn't notice, there's two dudes
Yeah, the
like
warmest. of
Yeah, I understand that. They have mouths though.
Well, everybody's got guns out, so whatever.
no, just Jack and the oh god.
No, they all had guns out. So then we have, hey, baby, let's
Yeah,
talk.
can we skip to the
Very
interesting part where
convenient.
she gets to Sneed?
Her
No,
husband
whatever.
is
Yeah,
in
let's
Paula's
just-
prime.
Just no.
Just whatever.
no, just
So
skip to
she's
Sneed.
talking to her
Oh, God.
husband. So back
Oh,
to
dude, look at how gangster she is, lighting that
Yeah.
up.
now.
Yeah.
Here's
I
the
love
only
it.
thing, and
I love it.
I gotta say this pokes a hole to me in Bird's theory because why would a hologram smoke?
Why not?
Well, she's not a hologram.
Well,
and
no,
she's-
Rio's not a hologram
in,
that's
in my head canon, she's smoking a blunt because she's a gangster.
You did say something else, though, Bird, in the half of your video that you put out that I was able to get through. You did point out one. Well, no, it's because
I only did 5 minutes.
Oh,
I only made it
5
halfway
minutes.
through.
Yeah.
No, I was watching a lot of other stuff, and then I went out to dinner, so it's like I only have so much time. But you pointed out that it could be Moriarty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It may not just be that she's a hologram. It could be that they have Moriarty
Yeah,
on
that could
board
be
for
that
some
Moriarty
reason.
on board.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, so it doesn't make sense to me that she would be smoking if she was a hologram.
She's not a hologram. You guys.
I don't think she is.
She's not a hologram.
And I'm
the
pretty sure
Moriarty
she's
thing is a
human.
red herring. I've already been told.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like,
Well,
yeah.
we'll see.
So then
Well,
she throws.
I
the-
really
It's not even
couldn't
the
get-
same. It's not even the same Moriarty, supposedly. I mean,
you know,
Mm.
dude,
Thanks
you
for
know
the,
what?
thanks for the spoilers.
No,
Stop
let's just.
Stop throwing spoilers that you know what you cannot confirm.
There's only one future man, and I don't think he's in the stream tonight.
dude, this is awesome. This is the scene I've been wanting you to get to. This is the first time, correct me if I'm wrong, this is the first time this has ever happened in Star Trek where a ship throws another ship at another ship. This is
Well,
bitchin'.
no, in TNG they used the repulsor beam to throw
Not
a
like
starship
this,
to
man.
buy
They
some
actually
time.
rewind it. They actually show like the ship's
Oh yeah,
pointing way,
she
does the
yeah,
guy tractor
she's got
beam
still framed.
swings it around.
Yeah,
and
granted,
chucks the
in a
ship into the
dramatic
other
way, but
I mean,
Bird, Bird, there's no pleasing you. That's okay. Fine.
it's a cool
I don't
shot.
have a problem with that.
Hey, man, if you want to live your
I'm
life
just
not being
saying it's not
happy
necessarily
and
the
not
very
finding
first
joy in
time.
things, I get it. That's fine. You know, that's why
You
I
know
started
what my
taking
problem
Zoloft.
is that she says it's good afternoon in the soul system. Like the entire
yeah.
fucking soul.
Yeah,
no,
they're
she
better.
said-
they're-
no.
It's
they're-
afternoon.
She
I
said,
think
no,
it's afternoon. I believe it's afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah. She said it like
Because,
that.
you know,
It
the
was
whole soul system.
It doesn't matter how it's
afternoon.
never afternoon in an entire consoling system.
Bird, I'm going to challenge you like I
Challenge
did another
me.
gentleman.
Fine,
No,
challenge.
show your goddamn face if you're going to talk this much shit. Okay?
But
Because
this
I
is
don't
why
want to. I don't want to talk to
You
a
really
cartoon
want to see
character
Bird
anymore.
naked in his bed right now?
No. I want to
Okay,
see
then
his
don't
big,
tell him to
fat,
show
furry
his-
face. I want to see his big, fat, furry face, and I want him to stand behind. I want him to have the courage of his
He
convictions.
can't stand.
And tell. Well, you know what I mean.
ableist.
Metaphorically, man. Don't be a dick. There we go. Oh, dude, I have
Gotta
that.
get my
See,
goddamn
see,
earphone.
this is. I'm glad. Look,
Oh,
I have that
somebody
exact
took 'em
same
off.
shirt.
I
Oh,
took them off. Yeah, look.
Bird, I have that exact same shirt. Right on. See? Why don't
See?
you want to show your face? You're a
See,
typical
look,
dude.
my fucking track colors run deep.
Yeah. So,
All right.
hey, man.
Bird.
No. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, it still doesn't change the fact that it's never the afternoon in an entire fucking solar system. That
It's
means
not even afternoon
it's
on an entire
afternoon.
planet.
It's afternoon in New York. It's afternoon in
Hey,
Japan.
man, you know what?
It's afternoon on the moon.
I don't
it's
know
afternoon
why.
on Saturn and Titan and Pluto and the fucking asteroid belt.
Danny wins the pressed all the buttons award tonight.
Yeah, but Bird wins the argument.
He does. No, I'm giving it to Bird. No, and I'm like, dude, all you had to do was show your face, and that made my day. So
Bird wins.
Glad it made
Yeah.
you happy.
yeah, man. And no, what really makes me, I have that exact same fucking T-shirt. That's awesome. And I got it at Target, and a lot of people gave me shit because they thought it was like supposed to be gay pride Star Trek, and I'm like,
It's
no,
not gay pride.
It's
This
not
is
gay
Trek
pride.
pride.
They're Trek
This is
colors.
Trek pride.
Yeah,
Gay
it's
Trek
like
pride.
it's yellow, red, and blue. Those are Star Trek colors. You know.
Yeah. But that crazy line that drives you around the bend, Bird, with the what time is it? It's that kind of stuff from that character that makes this feel like, you know, crazy lady from Pulp Fiction / some kind of villain from Austin Powers. Because it's a giant character
I really
everywhere I
enjoyed her
turn.
performance.
I don't know like
aside from that one line.
my friends, like that's why I was like, dude, just I'll blow you. Let me see him. They keep dropping me these teases.
Dude,
and
will you stop with the
slight-
offering of blowjobs to everybody? Okay, can you?
It's
can
not
you-
everybody. It's the same people. Now I'm only offering the blowjob to the dude who can let me see the next 8 episodes because, like, I don't want to wait. That's how good this is. Like, people who are on the fence, don't listen to Doomcock. Don't listen to the haters. Don't watch seasons 1 and 2 if you haven't already. That's what I tell everyone. That's why I kind of wish she didn't say in the synthetic flesh. I don't think they needed to reference it
No,
at
they
all.
should have abandoned.
Yeah, they didn't need to reference that at all. Yeah, like, you know. What is that?
Okay.
Is that it? Is
That
that
is
You
the
know
jo-
what this is?
I don't. Is
I
that
know
like
what that is.
is that a fleshlight? What is that? Or is
Nope.
that a
This
No.
is a Geloja machine. It is my
what?
own invention.
Oh, okay.
It is
Oh,
what you had to blank
is
the
it-
screen for a few minutes ago.
Oh, it's like weed. Nice.
No, Danny.
No, it is the opposite of weed. You know,
No,
don't
it's
suck it.
weed. No, bird. It's weed. Yes,
All right.
it's weed. You can go ahead, give it to him. You can smoke on it, Danny. You can puff it all
I'm gonna
day long.
send
You
this
get
to
the
you.
ultimate high from
it's
it.
a real
Okay.
bong. It's a big bong.
Okay, so what okay, assholes. What is it really?
He pees into it.
Seriously?
A vacuum that I piss into.
Dude, so does
Yes.
it kind of feel like so you probably could use that like No, I'm just saying like
Oh man, this
That's
is
gotta-
totally
It
yeah, let's
doesn't
keep
work.
like,
like
let's
that.
get back let's get back to
Trust
the-
me.
back to Star Trek.
Let's get
yeah.
back to the
Yeah.
back
to Star Trek.
Holy shit! I'd never leave my room if I had a contraption like
It,
that.
it doesn't
It's
do
like-
it like that.
Sorry.
Things that make you laugh that doesn't surprise you from Danny.
Hey,
Oh
we
my
still have
God.
40 people hanging with us, so thank you all. Don't forget to hit the. Damn, we only have 29 likes. Hit that like
Uh-oh.
button, y'all. What's up
That's
with that?
it. Bird,
I better
Bird.
like myself here.
you've got to make a bong out of one of those for Danny.
That's gross. That means I would be like sucking on his dick if you think about it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Which you said you'd be willing to do.
No, I'd be willing to do if I got to see the next
A
8 episodes.
caked
of
on
Picard.
urinal.
I'll put in a good word with Terry Metalis on Twitter if he hasn't blocked me yet.
Hey, man, I'm just gonna throw this out there. I'm not gay, but whoever gives me the next 8 episodes of Picard, I will totally.
He'll
I'll
do the cake.
I will. I'll cradle the balls and I'll stroke the shaft and I'll swallow every last drop. It'll be the best you ever had. So
So, but would you drink from the Geloja machine?
if I got to see the next 8 episodes of Picard tomorrow, yeah, because I don't know, man. Like fuck, dude. Like that's 8.
Wow,
That's,
dude, that's
8. That's 2 months. I got 2 more months I
Dude,
gotta
you know-
live. That's crazy. I don't want that responsibility. Like Marvel used to do that to me, but they don't anymore. And we're supposed to talk about Ant-Man, which was a you know,
dude. Somebody clipped that just so we have proof that Danny said that he would drink from the Geloja machine to watch the rest of the show. Because I'm sorry, there is no show
It's
that
very
good.
disturbing.
Yes, I mean, dude, you are a crack addict if you're willing
Bird.
to.
Well, hey, no, this show. Like, look, I have been starved. We talked.
You're-
We
you know
talked
what?
about. Hold,
We
hold
were
on,
talking about
we-
Raffy
the
as a
only
character.
fans
You
of
make
No.
Raffy a saint, dude.
Yes, look, dude, seriously. I know you'll remember this argument. We've been starved for good Star Trek so long that the people who hate Strange New Worlds and gave us shit for liking it
That's
would
me.
make that argument. They were like, "Oh, you've just been so starved for good Star Trek. The fucking second you get something that doesn't completely suck, you love it." And I never got that argument until now because I am having a hard time like disconnecting to see if like I'm being like, because I love the Next Generation. I love it, you know, and I hated, like, you remember, dude. I like seasons 1 and 2 of Picard like gave me hope and then ripped my heart out from my chest. It was terrible. This is so like, this reminds me of like, this seems like it's like a movie. It's like their last movie, the next gen's last movie. But thankfully we'll get like 10 hours instead of 2. You know what I mean?
Well, I
Am I alone on this island? Wow,
No,
you don't. You guys,
I have some good ideas that can kind of that I'd like to kind of take what you went and there's some great awesome English. I had some thoughts.
you're Canadian. It's
Earlier today. Yeah, I know. I'm talking Canadian, eh? I had some thoughts along the same lines as what you're saying, and it actually took me back to go and watch the first half of the Best of Both Worlds 2-parter.
I'm not laughing at you. Why would you
Nah,
even
it's-
put that on the screen? Why would you?
You owe me an Uber. I'm gonna still be drunk in the morning.
All right. You know what? I'm not going to mention
Oh,
sucking a
man.
dick anymore.
There you go. That's the one that killed
You'll
me.
That's the
mention
last
it
one.
within
That's the
5
last one.
minutes.
That's it. You just heard
Yeah.
it. That was the last one.
But yeah, so I went and I watched the first half of Best of Both Worlds, and
Oh wow. Okay. So when did you do that? Because I actually watched
this evening after
Oh.
after I was done work. So I watched it on purpose to see, like, to compare and contrast for the lighting thing and for the.
Oh, I watched it for the virus thing because I couldn't.
Well,
remember, you know.
I've watched that episode so many times. I knew the virus thing wasn't there, but
Well,
I wanted
remember,
to catch.
I told you.
I wanted to.
Jason's not a pothead, so he doesn't need to.
Well,
worry.
I got it confused with Voyager, but it could be a pot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So I also wanted to see how the characters interacted at that time, like the actors, how they played it out, how the writing went, how the lines were delivered, the believability, like did you stay suspended within the Star Trek universe? And I guess and I'm speaking on Bird's behalf when I say this without asking, but I think this is a good way to put it. There's enough things that happened in this episode in particular where the mistakes are like, you really didn't have to have them happen. But for those people that are kind of, well, their sensitivity levels dialed up just a little bit to the whole
mistakes?
point.
Give me an example, please. I'm
Well,
begging
just
you.
little things like
Like-
with the writing, like I'd said before. With okay, so if we look back, okay, so if I go full picky and I put a list together of things,
And that's
when I
fine.
was
No, I know you told
rewatching,
me. You said
So,
you had your yays and nays.
my
yeah.
my happies and my sads.
Yeah, yeah.
So they don't, as far as I'm concerned, and I know I'm not Terry Metalis, and I'm not a TV writer or whatever, but I consume loads of sci-fi shows, way outside of just Star Trek. And the whole lighting thing is a huge thing in all kinds of franchises, and it just feels like someone is telling him he's not allowed to touch the dimmer switch ever. Okay. Fenris ships warp in at the start. What are they warping in for? They're on patrol, and there's this thing called impulse drive. Why did they write such a clumsy line for a British accented French guy who should be highbrow, and he should have known how to word what he was trying to say way better than he did?
Hey, mon ami, come on.
Rafi's entire persona for being an intelligence agent is
I don't know.
way too steeped in the way they developed her character in the first
Is she
seasons.
intelligence
And I
or
never
Section
watched.
31? Did we ever?
We don't know, but she's intelligence regardless if it's at Section 31 or not.
And by the way,
uh,
once again, we're back to, and I was going to mention this earlier, because Sneed knows about Section 31.
yeah, he
happened?
makes a comment. Yeah.
Yeah, what happens? Why is it that everybody knows about Section 31?
Yeah.
Because it's like the 25th century, and a secret can only be kept for a couple.
But
hundred
nobody
years.
knew about it in the 24th century.
Or the 23rd. That's my point. I said.
Yeah.
No, apparently in the
secret's hard to
23rd
keep for a
century,
couple
everybody
hundred
knew
years.
about it because in Discovery.
No,
Get
no, I'm
rid
talking
of
about
that.
Enterprise. No, Section 31. If you- like chronologically, not in what, baby? Why? Hey, why is she? Oh God!
I
You
think
know
she's
what, man?
making fun. She's making
She
fun.
she's totally making fun of me for being a nerd, but I mean it. Like, hey, baby, get in here.
That's okay. My wife laughs and rolls her eyes at me too.
It is funny, baby. No, no, Section 31. Remember, it was God, what's his name? The science or the engineer dude from
Reed,
Enterprise.
you mean Reed was part of Section
Yeah,
31?
Reed. Yeah,
Yeah.
Reed.
Malcolm
yeah.
Reed.
Yeah, Malcolm
Yeah.
Reed. Yeah, that was
Tactical
the
officer.
chronologically. He was like that's where we got our first, look at Section 31. Even though, like, Bashir was Section 31, which was in real
Right.
time before
here's-
Enterprise.
yeah, but here's-
yeah.
Right.
So.
But the problem with Star Trek continuity is that in the 22nd century, nobody knew about Section 31. In the 23rd century, everyone knew about Section 31.
No.
No,
This
no,
is
no,
the 20. No.
And let me finish, because remember,
Okay.
in the 23rd century, that's when Discovery takes place, and that's when everybody's flashing black badges, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're in Section 31."
Hey, you got like
yeah, black alert.
First of all, Discovery, I gave up on. It was garbage, and I don't consider it canon. And I honestly
Well,
don't
it
even
is
remember
canon,
what you're talking
regardless
about.
of whether
so.
you consider it canon or not.
unfortunately.
You know what's great about like being a human with free will is I can honestly say I don't.
Collective memory.
Yeah.
I understand you're
Yeah.
a pothead and everything, but here's news flash:
No.
canon belongs to the IP owner, not to you.
You know what? That's fine, but I can selectively choose what to watch and what not to watch.
Right.
Yeah,
I
love-
understand.
and
Canon is
Discovery-
a beautiful place.
It is, right? Because
Yeah.
Discovery
get
is
that,
such a
but-
dumpster fire.
Yes, I get that.
You could
but
totally.
I'm not defending Discovery.
Can I ask a question, please?
All right.
I just want an honest answer from everybody. Okay. Obviously, we're all passionate and we love Star Trek and we're familiar with it. So, if you watched everything Star Trek,
Discovery is the rate.
No, you're not letting me finish my question. Let me ask my goddamn question. Damn it. Sorry, Mom. Didn't mean to say GD. If you've seen all of Star Trek, but you never saw Discovery, right? And then you're on your deathbed and it's like somebody was like, "Oh, you never watched Discovery?" and you watched it. Does it make you feel better or worse about Star Trek? And be honest. Search your souls.
My answer is simple. The only thing good that came out of Discovery was Strange New Worlds.
Exactly.
But the problem is, if you've watched all of Star Trek except Discovery, then you would still know of Discovery because you've watched Strange New Worlds.
Not really. They
But
don't really.
nothing
really.
There are direct references to Discovery in Strange
Are
New
there?
Worlds.
Are there really though? They
There's
don't like
a
show
couple
clips.
of
There's a couple of lines.
hints. There's some little
Yeah.
wink, wink, nod things, but they're
No,
more.
in the first episode, there are direct references. They actually mention the Discovery directly.
Okay, now you're gonna make me
Okay.
have to rewatch that, but I don't
Alright.
remember that. But I'll take
So-
your word for it.
So yeah, so to continue on, like to try to get us back to where we were.
Right. But
So
my
to continue
point is-
on, there's a lot of things. Like the list keeps going, but it goes.
But we
past
go
where
back
we
to
are.
now everybody knows about Section 31 again.
Yeah, so there's a lot of issues that are floating around that if you really are set on, like if you're up on your, if you're like a cat and you're ready to freak out, there's a lot of things in here that you can stab at. But I think, and I won't be able to say it exactly the same way that Critical Drinker put it, but I'll just paraphrase, and that's there is none of the nonsense that really lit people's pants on fire for season 1 of Disco, season 2 of Disco, season 3 of Disco, and for season 1 and 2 of Picard. All of that nonsense is removed. And if we're only reduced to nitpicking, some bad line writing and some clumsy lighting issues. Like I can easily hand wave away a fair number of these things, and like I was saying, there's
Dude, no, that's what I was saying earlier. Compared to all the garbage we've been fed, this is like
it's
the body count continues to grow like it did in season 1. The language is
dude. Okay,
The language is
actually I
fair.
was the language I was actually surprised was subdued in this episode.
It's been sparing. I think they've only used like 2 cuss words so far. That's like one.
Yeah,
per
it's
episode.
not
I can live
bad.
with that.
Like
yeah.
season
nowhere-
1
it's
was a
nowhere near,
complete
like,
travesty.
yeah,
Season 1 was
fucking
insane.
hubris and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Chiquita
not. They're not
freaking-
dropping f-bombs left and right, but they
No,
are.
Yeah.
there's only
because-
according to
and-
Brian, there's only one f-bomb the whole season, and that was an
according to
ad
Dave
lib.
Cullen, there's 2 F-bombs in the
Well,
season.
I don't-
even
I-
if there's
well,
2, that's
One
I-
after
I-
the first 6
horrible.
episodes.
I don't know who's right. All I know is
It
my
doesn't
buddy said
matter.
one.
What
You're saying your buddy
one
said two.
f-bomb is one f-bomb too many.
for
And-
Star Trek. Technically, it is. Yeah.
Yes.
And,
No, I
and
agree
I'm
with that,
sorry,
yeah.
one S-bomb is one S-bomb too many. And I'm sorry, you know what? You can explain away when they said OS and generations all day long.
I was just
that was inappropriate. And you can say, but it was funny. Yeah, it was. It was still inappropriate. You know, and just because it was funny doesn't make it excusable.
Well, it was a
All right.
once in a generation joke.
Well, since
I
I have
can
to
live
like
with.
tell you guys everything I do before I do it, I'm gonna pee.
And
Not that
You have the world's
do
smallest
not like. Well, do you see how big this
bladder.
cup is? You know, and I
okay,
Do you
Drink a
have
lot
a
of
G? Do you have a G Fuel sponsorship going on? What's going on?
no, but I
Bird,
do.
you need to make this man a Geloja machine.
Have you had your prostate checked?
Dicks.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. We're worried about yours. You know, we want you to be healthy and happy.
I'm not particularly worried about his, but
But is that kind of on the mark, Bird? What I was kind of inserting myself into your.
Whoa!
I'll be honest.
Inserting yourself.
Please don't insert yourself into anything of mine. As for your opinions, I'll be honest. I do not think that this is all that good. Yes, it's better than what we've gotten, but no, I think this is not anywhere near the optimistic future of TNG or previous Trek. This is much closer to seasons 1 and 2 than to any season of Next Gen. I think its mere existence cheapens the 50 years of Trek prior, or 45 prior to Star Trek Discovery.
You know, I almost have to, because I'm going to say I'll lead with this, and then I'll say why I'm having to lead with this statement. I really think that in the case of this season, that if we could have binge watched the whole thing, it would feel less bad. But on top of that, me saying that again,
Have you
leads
seen
to-
the
leads-
series?
no, but this leads me to another problem with Star Trek in general, and that is the only time that they did good serialization was in DS9 and with the Xindi arc in Enterprise. And for whatever reason, they just can't seem to get it together for longer form storytelling. And it doesn't matter who the showrunner is. It doesn't seem to matter who the writers are, because if you look at what happens in Discovery and if you look at what happens in Picard,
muted,
it doesn't. Yeah, you're definitely muted. Yeah, so it just doesn't seem to make
Well,
any difference as to who's
if
running
I can't,
it.
why did I unmute if you were going to keep talking?
No, I just
thought you
wanted to
were-
finish that last thing.
Oh,
sorry.
sorry.
I just- Yeah. Anyway, so
Okay,
yeah,
no,
so that's
I
my
was
problem.
listening to you guys because, like I said, when I unplug it, and I heard everything you said. So my thing is, so the Terry Metalis had a very unenviable job as a huge Star Trek fan. He could not just ignore seasons 1 and 2 of Picard. And I need, like, especially Bird, I need you to understand that.
I mean, I feel like he could have
Well,
if he wanted to.
but he couldn't, man. Like, come on. Like, seriously, think about it. It happened. It's there. It's there. So he's course correcting, and I have total faith from what I've been told by people I trust a lot that by the end of this, someone like you will be happy. You know, I'm already elated.
I mean, he could have
you know.
had Picard wake up in the vineyard and Laris in bed next to him. And like, what's the matter? He's like,
Hey,
I just
man,
had this terrible
what the
dream.
seriously?
Well,
Oh, God.
well, actually, let me ask you
Really?
this.
Like a dream sequence? No. Come
Hold on, Danny.
I'm just
Because
saying he could have if he wanted to.
to that point, didn't they, to at least some extent, ignore season 1 in season 2?
No, no. Laris was in there. Raffi's
No, I'm
in
not
there.
saying. I'm not
and,
saying.
and hold up, and
completely.
the whole in the synthetic flesh, that line's in there.
No,
Like,
I said
like,
in season 2, they ignored season 1 for the most part. Not entirely. Not entirely. But they ignored most of the major.
Well, that's
plot.
because whoever was doing season 2 had some kind of like hard on for ISIS left wing bullshit propaganda, you know. So it was.
What?
Last week episode, when they needed a ship, and they say, "Oh, it's too far and too dangerous to charter a ship." Well, that's what they did in season 1 of Picard. They chartered a ship, and don't tell me that
No, somebody
mission
else
to the Ryton system was more dangerous than wherever they went in Picard to the Borgs.
I've heard this
sector.
argument before. I don't know if it was from you last week or.
Well,
But
besides
I've
that,
heard-
Beverly
I've-
Crusher had a private ship that she took to the Ryton system.
Yeah, but no, I get what he's saying because, like in Star Trek 3, weren't they were trying to charter a ship? I think it was when
McCoy
Yeah.
was trying to charter.
McCoy
was-
thought he was the Vulcan, and
Yeah.
So
Mutara
then
restricted,
there'd be-
permits many.
Yeah.
Permit.
How can there be a permit for a god to every illegal?
Oh, all right. Well, let's
All right, let's
continue, man.
move
We
on.
got a lot of this episode left, and I really did want to talk about Ant-Man, and we're
All
already
right,
in overtime.
so moving on. So I don't remember where we're at. Oh yeah. So here's a little deep cut Easter egg for people my age. John Carson was one of the
Johnny
alien-
Carson.
Yes, Johnny Carson.
Mhm.
So for those of you that don't know, Johnny Carson was a late night talk show host long before any of the
Are
current.
there really people watching this that don't know who Johnny Carson is? Because
There could be.
Well,
that's sad.
any millennials probably don't know who Johnny Carson is because they're used to like Jimmy Kimmel and crap fest late night talk show.
That's criminal. Everybody should know who Johnny Carson is.
Yeah.
Man.
So I thought that was kind of cool. All right, so then Riker is trying to tell Picard, "Dude, are
This
you
is the scene
stupid?
This
Do
is
you
the
not
scene I
know
want to talk
whose
about.
kid this is?"
This
Yeah.
This
most
is the scene I
cringe
wanted to talk
scene
about that you stopped me from earlier.
of the first two.
Do what?
This
Bert?
was the most cringe scene. Like
you,
Riker
man.
was doing
are you
excellent
kidding
acting
me?
until this point.
I couldn't disagree with you more. I love this scene. I was talking about this earlier. He's like, "Do you really not see what I'm seeing? Do you like?" I love like he's basically saying he's your effing kid without saying it. You know what I mean? Like I love this scene. I don't understand. Like
Picard's
know.
like, "What do you mean he's a goat?" You know.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Picard. He looks like he's like heading to the ICU because he needs a blood transfusion or something.
Felt to me like they
I'm surprised he's still alive. Like Shatner looks better than him, and Shatner's older. It doesn't make sense.
like they re-recorded this recently and stuffed it in there or something.
I think Picard looks like a stuffed animatronic. What do you call it? And just a
Animatronic.
You know what?
He is a
Yeah.
robot.
Yeah, that's true. He is literally a robot. So
I think it's like a Weekend at Bernie's situation. He's actually already dead, but they needed to finish the show, so they just like puppet him.
Yeah, they've got a Minecraft armor stand stuck on his butt to hold him in place.
Yeah.
So then, and here, this looks so sad the way that Patrick Stewart's kind of hunched over here.
Oh yeah, but the end of this scene's really good because you can tell that they both know the truth, and they don't say anything. Like get to the end of this. This scene is so poignant. The end of it,
lighting is
especially.
actually halfway decent.
You and the fucking lighting. I'm talking about acting here, man. No, the end, like, they don't exchange words. Like, so when Picard loses his shit, he's like, "Who is your father?" And then
he said, "I have no father." Right?
He's like, "I've never had a father." And then they both, like, exchange looks, and they both they don't, like, their eyes get watery, but, like, no tears drop. Like, dude, that scene is so good. It's, like, that's acting, man. They both knew in that moment, you're my dad, I'm your dad. You know what I mean? It was so good. Which, in the payoff we get later with Beverly, same thing. No words are spoken. They exchange a look. Like, oh, man. I really love this episode. Like, if not for those two moments alone.
Right.
Sorry.
But at the end of the day, Picard's got a decision to make because, he doesn't really have much of a decision to make because, Captain just basically said, yeah, see if you can get him to give us anything, and he won't give him anything. So it's not like, Picard's like, got anything. Like, they don't really even know why they want him. That's still a big mystery box. We don't know what he's wanted for. Even at the end of this episode. So then here's the baseball. So I think that
destroyed.
I think that is Cisco's ball.
No, it is Cisco's ball.
And you can see it's kind of got a brown tinge to it.
Yeah, they wanted.
That was a joke.
Sorry. Never mind. I tried to add some serious commentary, and you just.
What were you going to say?
That's cool.
Well, didn't Cisco keep his in a cube like that?
No, he did, but
no, he didn't.
No, he always held
it.
He held it.
Play with it.
Oh, that's right.
No. The last time we saw it, it was in a cube. He did always hold it, and he would throw it up. But the last time we saw it, you know what? I'll look it up. Hold up.
Yeah. And Thomas, thank you so much.
Super chat.
Just finished watching the entire Lord of the Rings extended edition. Did you watch finish the episode yet? Almost. We're getting close. So
I'm guessing we're not gonna cover Ant-Man tonight, are we?
Probably not.
Fuck. All right.
Jerk.
There's Friday night.
Yeah, we can talk about it tomorrow, All right, so then we get to this. Now, I got to say this about this guy. Sneed, is that his name?
Yes, I think so, yeah.
Yes.
So if this is what the Ferengi were in season 1 of TNG, then Roddenberry would have been onto something. So I think that's what we were missing.
Lord of the Rings extended edition. Did you finish the episode yet?
Because he was evil to the core.
My only issue, and it wasn't really a concern, my only issue with the Ferengi, the way they have them done here, is they left the the 5 o'clock shadow on. And the only reason why that pokes my brain is because if you look at this Ferengi, the way the makeup is done is excellent. I like the.
It looks very real.
Yeah, and it's an improvement on what we had in TNG era.
Mm-hmm.
But when I say crewman from the Narada, and then you look at that Ferengi, the stylization that they forced onto the Romulans in Star Trek, the reboot movie, it just screams one of the people off the Narada, except with the Ferengi lobes. Like, I don't know. There's just something about it. With if they didn't have the 5 o'clock shadow and kept it that sheen that they always had, except for, obviously the super old Ferengis had the ear hair growing out, but yeah, I don't know. There's something else. Maybe it's a combination of the 5 o'clock shadow plus the extra tattoos, which I do know that there are Ferengi that would have tattoos even in TNG.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason,
Ferengi, yeah, they were.
Yeah, for whatever reason, there's just too many makeup similarities for me to the way they do up the crew of the Narada from Star Trek. So I don't know. Just other than that, everything was great. The character was great. He portrayed himself properly as a Ferengi. I didn't see any issues here. Even did things like keep the head of the guy he killed so that he had backup in case he needed to CYA the whole way down the game. Yeah. Because I was thinking about that. Why would he keep the head? And like, wait a minute, he's a Ferengi.
Yeah. So he and Raffi are having a little conversation. And while he's having the conversation, he's also doing business transactions. Very Ferengi of him. So in order to prove herself, he asks her to take a hit of some of his drugs, which she does because she's an idiot. But she figures that since she's an old school junkie, that she could take it, and she does. And
barely.
Yeah, but she's still able to lie, and that's when he shows her that, yeah, look, I got the head of the guy you're saying you're working for. Neener, neener, neeny, and got you on that one. And
what I liked about this too is even if you start tearing this apart, it actually stands up pretty well, because you could say, oh well, he would have already known or whatever, but the fact is whether she's lying or truthful, or is or isn't in the employ of Mr. Romulan dude there that's missing his body, he's going to now clean up her. Right. Any loose end now just continues to get cleaned up. So he's being a proper Ferengi character. Right. Her naivety plays directly into his planning the whole way through. Right. Like I say, this whole scene just generally works. The only thing that would have made it a tiny bit better for me is if you know how sometimes how the Ferengi would be like almost cajoling with how they would try to convince somebody one step further.
Is he like peeing?
He's probably got his speakers on. Remember, every time he's locked out like that, his speakers are on, so he hears us.
Is he peeing? Or
hello, Las Vegas.
Is he licking the Geloja machine again? I think he's licking the Geloja machine again. Well, you were doing something.
Well, look, I was trying to seduce my wife or fiance, and she said to finish the podcast. So we need to hurry this up because I'm trying to get laid, man. Come on. Sorry, baby. Just being honest. So
you know what? This is not.
Let's wrap this up. Let's get this.
No. Look, Thursday night is not the night to seduce. Hey,
look, man. You can't plan shit like that. She
Yes,
came home.
you can.
She looked no. She came home. She was 2 hours late. First of all, second of all, her hair was looking magnificent, and and, oh,
Okay, I'm
God.
gonna drop a.
We gotta hurry up. No, seriously, because like
I'm gonna
you want
drop
me
a
to-
movie line, and this is exactly why you and I are just like fire in a match. We could just never be allowed in the same room together. Tonight is your night, bro.
Tonight is your night, bro. Cece's in the kitchen. She couldn't.
I could hear her.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Anyway, I'll stop knocking us off the train this time.
Glory to the dude, Darth Maul. Please put that up. That's hilarious. Come on.
Oh, what did it?
Glory to the Empire.
I'll do
that's
my
good
best,
stuff.
brother. I'll do my
That's
best.
good
Oh God, you guys, like I need to ask my doctor about this. Every time I laugh, I pull this muscle right here in my rib.
Yeah, that's because you're, doing stupid things.
What do you mean?
Well,
Are you saying
laughing.
it has
Yeah.
to-
Laughing too hard. I don't know.
Yeah.
no.
Hey, doctor, it hurts when I do this. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Well, yeah, you can't.
Maybe
hey,
offering to suck all the dicks is probably not a good idea.
hey, man,
So
I already
Thomas
agreed.
is hitting
I
us
wasn't-
with off topic.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to bring that up again. We had that deal. So
You
don't
didn't
do
bring
that.
it up.
Okay. Hey, baby. What? Ow! I didn't say it. He did. Thanks, man. Jesus Christ. At least she didn't throw a chocolate at me, so that's good. No, baby. I love you. Stop. Oh, God. Can we please finish this
man.
episode? We don't even get to
All
talk
right.
about Ant-Man. You're killing me.
Your mom is absolutely loving it right now, by the way.
My mom is? What?
Yeah.
Oh, damn,
She's
mom is
nothing
still
but
watching.
laugh
Oh,
faces.
God,
Yeah. This is awesome. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
So that was just to get you to focus.
Yeah. My mom is definitely Team CC, by the way. For those.
No, so am I.
Yeah, I know you are.
Yeah.
That's why I shaved.
I got a question. I need to put up a picture, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that his baseball?
Yes.
No.
I don't think it is.
No. Yeah.
though.
That one right there. Like,
Yeah.
The background,
Zoom
yeah.
in. You can zoom into that. That's his baseball.
Zoom and enhance.
Dude,
I don't have a way to
she,
zoom in.
oh my God,
It looks like a big hole on the side of
she's
it.
Yeah, it's a Starfleet emblem.
she's a testament to Black Don't Crack because she's
Okay.
as beautiful
Well, then
here
it's
as
not
she
in a-
is in the Orville. Like
Mm.
Penny Johnson, right? That's her name. Like she's
Yeah.
she's gorgeous.
Who's looking? No, I'm looking at the ball.
I'm
Danny
looking
is
at the-
easily
I'm-
distracted.
Yeah, I'm looking at the babe. I mean, you can leave,
Wow. You really shouldn't be talking about how attractive the woman on the screen is when
Look
You
at that gangster. Yeah, dude. The music. What'd you do? Like go back to Worf. I don't want to.
he's trying to zoom in on the ball. So it does seem like the ball is damaged.
Looks like a tour. A
It's-
tear.
I
a
could see if
tear.
that's a Starfleet.
It looks like
insignia.
it's-
No, it looks like a tear. It just looks like a tear to me.
Yeah.
What do you guys
It also
think?
looks like the ball's got autographs on it. So maybe it is a
Yeah.
different ball.
Yeah,
Well,
I
no,
don't
the
think it's
ball
right
they
ball.
showed had autographs on it. And they could have not shown the side with the tear, But I don't know. The takeaway I had, and my mom and I talked about this earlier, we thought it was Cisco's baseball, So
I just think because you used to seeing Cisco with a baseball, it doesn't mean it's Cisco's baseball. I have a hard time believing that he would let that happen to his baseball.
Mom, you're so funny. She said, Daniel, squirrel. Hey, look, a squirrel. Damn it. it worked.
Jason has a picture there. bird.
Yeah, you can see why that thing looks like a tear. If you look at what I've got shared. See, you got that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, maybe he's got 2 baseballs now. Because the
Oh,
one
it makes
that
sense that Cisco has 2 balls.
Who's taking
the
us
one
off
that Goldacott was playing with while he was occupying the station certainly did not have a
There you
Starfleet
go,
decal.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Danny.
It's a non-compliant super chat because it talks about the light.
Danny. Hello, Danny.
Yeah, it doesn't even say muted on it.
Danny. Hello, Danny.
It only shows the mute symbol on the side. Why can't we see people's
It's
mutes?
my fucking internet. Are you there? Can you hear me
Yes,
now?
we can hear you.
Sorry. Super chat.
Yeah, it was your internet. Anyway, Thomas says, how can you tell Picard is too dark to see?
What is it with all you people saying this? I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Like,
You're in the minority.
I'm gonna live stream next week when I watch it. I'm just gonna fucking live stream it, and if people are like, "Oh wow, it looks better on your feed than it does on my Paramount Plus," there's something to that tweet that was deleted. There's something going on.
You know what's going to happen? Next week's episode is going to have all kinds of explosion and fire, and everything is going to be so well lit, and they're going to be on planet surfaces, and Danny's going to be like,
That'll be the first episode you can actually see. All right, let's move on.
Yeah. Oh, I'll be right back.
Oh, of course. Now that we're going to move on, Danny's leaving.
No. Give me like 15 seconds. I'll be right back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Those are nice, long,
8,
polite Canadian seconds,
9. I'm trying to be nice. 10. Okay. And just in time.
Whatever. I heard you say 10, you prick.
No.
Super
This is time for another super chat. Jeez. You people don't know Trek. He had a Buck Bulky autograph ball, and he had a baseball episode of the Crew autograph, different one. So there you go.
No.
Nobody asked you, Thomas.
Well, no, Thomas actually works for Major League Sports. So
yeah, so he would be.
That's a captain.
So.
That's a Looney Tune. Like,
wow.
No, man, I love Deep Space Nine, but the more I learn about this dude, the older I get. This dude's fucking bananas. Like
Avery Brooks might be bananas. But
yeah, no, that's who. Yeah.
He's a captain.
Cisco is a beloved character, but this actor Avery Brooks, man, he's
that's
bonkers.
a Ferengi.
Wow, you can barely see him there. It's so dark. I mean, look at all those shadows. And
did you get another super chat?
After the baseball episode, the crew autographed a different one.
Yeah.
Nah, it's just it doubles.
Is that the old
back.
one? Oh.
Yeah, it's the
wow, look how dark everything is.
Hey, you know what was interesting about the Ferengi and Picard? And why aren't we looking at Picard? Why are we looking at this shit instead of Picard footage? But anyway,
I decided to share a better episode.
Okay. Well, I came here to review Picard.
Oh, no. Oh, come on. Jeez. Bird. Come on back, Danny.
Giving the people what they want.
The Kurogans demand satisfaction, do they?
That's it. I'm going to tell Danny, you better come back. Okay, he's backstage. I was literally picking up my phone, and I was.
No, I'm just waiting for it to get back
I was.
to
I was
Picard.
going to make her do worse than slap you this time.
It's gonna be like incoming CC.
Yeah. I was going to have her go for the high heel shoes this time.
She probably would have too.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So next up, Worf goes in for the kill.
Dude, this scene is so dope. I love how they kind of trolled everybody with the trailer where Worf is like a pacifist, but the first scene you see Worf in, he's like impaling and decapitating people. Shut up, Dexter. Hey, sorry, I'll be right back. My dog's freaking out.
And he blames
Be
us.
nice to your dog, man.
He's sitting there. He's literally been blaming us for slowing down the stream. Do you notice that? He keeps telling us to hurry up, but then he's been the cause of delay after delay. You know,
Dude, hey, like you heard my dog. I didn't do that on purpose. He's freaking out over something. You know?
Probably freaking out.
Yeah, even see, like, why did he do? Like, we have no idea. Like, she went out. Like, he just maybe saw a ghost.
Maybe your
I have no
Geloja
idea.
being delivered.
Yeah. What?
Your Geloja
Your
machine.
special Geloja machine.
Yeah,
the
man,
mail.
whatever.
Your Geloja bomb.
Yeah.
This, by the way,
I got CC for that. I'm good. So.
this is my favorite scene from this entire episode.
Yeah, where Worf just.
Dude,
He just
he cuts that
Jesus,
mother.
Jesus.
Dude, like, I know people are like, what's the dude from season 1 that decapitated somebody? The Romulan.
yeah, Legolas. Romulan,
Yeah, that
Legolas.
Yeah, that guy. Anyway, like, dude, I don't care. Worf
just
badass.
he owns it because it works. Because it's first he always trained all the time in everything he was ever in the past, and he's a Klingon, and we've seen that style of weapon. It was just
he cut that dude. I'm a wrestling fan.
Yeah, really?
Shush. I popped my tits off when he cut that dude's head off. I was just like, ah! I was like, it was so awesome. I loved it so much. It was so good.
Yeah.
And so
I love this episode. And then this scene right here, they start playing the dun 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 dun. You know
wow,
the,
you have like no sense of key whatsoever.
I don't, but you know,
Yeah.
Yeah, you know
that opening bit that they did when they did the insanely
Klingon
don't be
art.
on any drugs ever at the start of motion picture because you'll puke.
Yes.
The rotation on that shot is insane.
This episode had way more, like, everybody wants to talk about how there's a lot of Wrath of Khan callbacks. This episode had a ton of motion picture callbacks. Like,
actually, there's something that nobody's brought up yet. That's not just a callback, but is part of the bloody starship, and that is
Breaking news.
the comms link connection sound is straight out of Undiscovered Country.
No, dude, no. I know a lot of this show is straight. And if you think about it, Amanda Plummer is Christopher Plummer's daughter.
Oh yeah. You know, there's a ton of
Oh shit! Now I'm in trouble.
How you doing?
Why are you
Yes,
laughing,
CC.
baby? Yeah, well, he put it on the screen.
So now every time he starts oogling at all the hot chicks on screen, he's gonna get in trouble.
But yeah, the whole tie-in with Amanda. Yeah.
Today is a good day to die.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, by the way, we did get a donation.
Oh, super chat.
So apparently CNN has tipped $1. So this is CNN. CNN says, breaking news, Dork Knight is a wrestling fan. More at 11. Yeah.
It's already 11:30 here,
th-
so
yeah.
I'm past the news.
You know what? You know what? That's the kind of news I would expect from CNN. So
Yeah, you see.
fucking garbage. Whatever.
They're already behind my time, so haha.
By the way, did you tell Cece what you would do to see all the rest of the episodes of this show?
No, but I'm sure it would. She already knows
I
it would be something embarrassing.
Yeah.
Hey, babe. Yeah. Did you hear his last question? Never mind then. Okay.
Oh,
we're good.
Cece didn't hear me ask what if
Well,
you.
well, no, she's working, which is annoying. Oh God, now she's watching.
Okay. So Cece doesn't know what you said you would do to watch the rest of the show.
I think we should ask her. as
No,
a
she doesn't.
multiple
Don't.
choice
Why,
question.
dude? Why? What the fuck, man? I thought we were friends. Why would you do this to me? Come on, like,
Okay.
come on, man. That's not
The
cool.
question is.
I wouldn't do this to you, man. Come on,
All right.
Come on, man.
We'll let you
What would
live
you do
for
for a Klondike
Thank
bar?
you.
A is
Like,
2.
she can look it up tomorrow, and I'll get
4.
in trouble tomorrow. I'd like to
C
have
is
sex
6.
tonight.
Or D is all of them.
Jesus. All right, look, Bird.
That was good. That was good, Bird.
No. If I don't get laid tonight, I'm blaming you, asshole.
Oh no, you're not.
No, totally.
You're
Dude.
definitely
You
not.
can blame me all you want. It's not going to change anything.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go to Karoga and beat up a guy that's bedridden?
Going to break my legs.
Yeah.
Hey, wow, that's dark, bro. That
Make sure
was-
you bring your wife along with you.
Some kind of weird wrestling story that could be told in here somehow.
Here's what I'll do, because you won't be able to feel your dick being sucked, but I'll let Cece sit on your face and I'll blow you, and that'll make up for it.
That
So.
no. No,
Wow,
I'll take half of that, but not not the part with you.
This has taken a left turn.
What
at
the
Albuquerque.
heck is? Wait, did you just offer to have a really weird?
Hey,
I
let's
don't
get,
even
like,
know what's going
yeah,
I
on.
think he did
so-
basically.
Cece?
so
He's
Worf,
prostituting out his wife.
Yeah.
my fiance,
all I know is
not my
Worf
wife,
is
because
on the
I'm still waiting
screen.
for her to get divorced from her former.
You're
Wow,
prostituting out
dude,
someone
you need
else's
to shut
wife.
up right now. She is going to come at you with the shoe. You need to.
That pissed her off. I shouldn't have said that. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
You have no filter.
I have no filter. My mom even said that earlier in the chat. Did you guys not see that? She
Your
she
mom's in the chat.
Yes, his
That's
mom
Penny.
is in the
Oh,
chat.
She's always in the chat, Bird. What
I'm
the
so
hell?
sorry for you.
Oh,
This is
God.
Dork Knight.
Look, I think it's awesome. Mom, I hope you're here and you can hear
Okay,
me.
you know what?
I think it's awesome.
You don't just don't. You're gonna dig a hole.
Is that the convenient anti-force field technology
I held my breath so long.
that you
made me
put on
cough.
your wrist?
I thought you had something serious to say. Like, no,
Yeah.
I was just gonna say.
yeah.
I
So
was just gonna
Little Jack
say
Crusher-
how much I love.
Little Jack Crusher has a hidden, I don't know, in his butt or something, a glowing thing that apparently lets him neutralize force fields through magic.
I
And-
watched it a couple of times. It's like this thing he clips onto the side, and then he pulls
So-
his arm away, and then dials the. It's like
Hey,
dial a disruptor, and then he hits the button, and then out
Yeah.
it
This
goes.
is why you don't do your search. You don't.
Yeah,
search for
I
prisoners
thought that was-
before putting them in the brig.
Sirstus in the chat said, to someone pass something to Dork to calm him down. So I have a question because I'm
It means
confused by
weed.
this. No, this is not weed. Can you? Can you? Definitely none tonight. What does that mean, baby?
What do you think it means?
What the fuck? Really? That's not funny.
There we go.
That's
Learn.
not funny. Okay. You know what, baby? 1 second. Let me finish what I was saying.
That better.
Okay. Anyway,
Don't be
so-
holding stuff up in front of the camera.
No, this isn't
I was about to
illegal. No,
bigify him.
this is something called lavender. My buddy gave me this the other night, and he said, he's like, hey, this is lavender. It's not pot, you know.
Is that you put a little on your thing and you last longer?
No. He was saying it's good for falling asleep because he had problems sleeping. And I don't like.
It's good for making somebody fall asleep. if you
Yeah,
need to
and
make them sleep.
that's a lot. I don't know, man. That's a lot.
Hold it in front of their mouth till they fall asleep.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but I'm more of a pot guy. I'll try it, you know, if I ever like have the overwhelming, like maybe if I haven't had a panic attack in a while, but if I have a panic attack and I need to fucking get over it, maybe I'll try it then, you know. We'll see how it goes, but
Yeah.
What? I didn't say anything.
Stop.
Dude,
Stop.
why are you getting me in trouble, Mike? Dude,
I'm not
all
getting you in trouble. You're getting you in trouble by yelling at her. Now he's muting himself and going away to get himself in more in trouble.
Dude, what? Baby, no, I'm not about to have a panic attack. What the fuck, man? You guys are getting me in.
Well, you know what? You need to calm down now.
Your
You
mother's
put
still
some
in
more
here
Deep
and she's-
Space Nine on.
Yeah.
Make you calm down.
What?
Hey, you know what? Speaking of calming down, Riker decides to give some calming agents to.
to crush.
What a
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Way
yes,
right
there we go. Thank you.
Uh,
Good job, sir.
Don't try to be a hero there, Doc, and stop this guy from injecting your patient.
Yeah, I mean, like
God
Riker
knows why.
literally just walks right into sick bay, right over to the med tray, and it's just like, oh, so how the patient doing while he's grabbing the high
no. He's a legendary captain, and this is some like low-level medical officer.
She's a
so-
commander.
What
Captains are
he-
well
and-
known
and
for
he-
their medicine.
She's the
ability.
chief medical
He-
officer on the Titan.
Are we sure about that? Do we know this? Like, really? Is she the chief medical officer? Because
Do you
Do you
really
think
think
they
they're
would
gonna
trust
have-
Beverly with anyone less?
Yeah, I actually kind
What
of.
is that, the Nurse Agawa
No,
of the
because
Titan?
Shaw, even though I like Shaw, Shaw's kind of an asshole. So she could be a fucking intern for all I know. And, you know, and Riker comes in, legendary captain, tells her to fuck off and does what he wants to do. I had no problem with this scene. Like,
How do we
crazy.
know he didn't stay in a Holiday Inn Express the night before?
That needs to be a sponsor.
Yeah, oh man, that would be great to put a commercial right there for Holiday.
I think what Counselor Troy is going to be mad at him at later in the
Well,
season.
dude,
is
she already is. They're
giving
fucking.
drugs
They're
to
making.
to her.
No, dude, like they're making Picard. So, there's a few things that kind of bug me, but I'll look over. So, Picard.
I think Cece is a Betazoid, and she's detecting hostility.
Why do you say that? Did she text you or something? Look, no,
No, that was a joke. That was a
oh, okay. So no, fuck, you threw me off. I had a really good point I was gonna make. Fuck, I forgot it.
I don't know, but I think that nobody, you know, in as far as in sick bay, the doctor is king. You do
Yeah,
not walk into
no.
sick bay and start poking around sick bay and start poking around the medicine. It doesn't matter. Picard himself couldn't walk into Dr. Crusher's sick bay and just start grabbing a shot and giving it to someone.
I'm so like, you're not even giving me no. Like, I totally forgot what the hell I was gonna say, and I'm so mad at myself. And
I'm sorry.
see, kids,
I didn't mean
this
to
is
throw it off.
no, it's fine. This is why you shouldn't smoke pot,
no,
kids.
I was gonna say this is what making notes is for.
Yeah,
With needing bifocals after you're 40, you do need to start writing notes down. By the way.
and I do write notes, but not while I'm on a show because I didn't expect to be interrupted. But yeah, I'm old and I fucking forgot. But if it comes back, I will. Fuck.
Yeah, it happens.
All right. So, then we go back to the bridge where we have.
That's like the best worst picture you could have framed. Stole. Like, but my ship.
That's the face. That's the face of like I'm about to nut on her.
Wow.
Or no, wait a minute. Didn't her boyfriend get shot first in Pulp Fiction? And now she's reliving the moment all over again in another life.
Right there, that's where she looks like the chick from Pulp Fiction, right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's about to rage out.
Oh, God.
Okay, are you gonna come back on screen, Danny?
I'm killing him. He's dying on the floor. That's the problem.
No, I
He's
mean
alive.
permanently. Are you gonna come back on screen? Because
Yeah, give me a minute to fucking recover, man.
So this was them trying to negotiate with her when she calls in, and she explains what the name of her ship is, and she lowers her shield so they can scan all of her impressive weapons, and and I have to say that it's like,
Okay, I'm back.
This is one of the most stupid overkill moments.
Whoa. No, I disagree. No, I thought this was a boss ass moment. This is the moment where she lowers her shields and lets them scan what she has, right?
Right, but her ship
that's boss as fuck. What's wrong with you, man? That's
Actually, the reason why this actually works is because they're already in the nebula area. Which means everybody's sensors are all messed up because they've been playing this game in episode 1 and in episode 2 about hard to transport, can't really see things easily. So to be super revealing and make sure that everybody understands what's on the table.
That smell? What are you cooking?
She removes all ambiguity and drops her shields.
Bird, don't even think about it. You will get Danny in so much trouble.
What?
I got to do it.
Don't do it. You will
did I forget to
I
hit
have
it?
to do it.
Hold up.
You will get Danny in way too much trouble. No, don't do it.
And we have lost Danny.
Oh, God, you can see the little.
Oh,
You can see the little. Oh my
It's at
God.
960p.
Danny, how is it that somehow or another we were like telepathically linked
You can see
across 5 time
saliva.
zones?
You can see the saliva.
Your
Between
face
the
was
two.
saying the words that were in my head.
I'm like, oh God, it's so sexy. Look at that.
But we're back to Picard.
Oh.
Oh,
This is
Amanda
what
Plummer is
sadness tastes like.
almost as attractive.
Okay.
Amanda from Amanda Plummer and Beverly just started kissing right at the end of the show.
Well, Chief, what? I don't understand. Ow! Ow! The fuck, baby?
That's what you get for looking at
That's what you get.
That
Bill.
really hurt, man.
You're going to be pretty bruised up by the end of the night.
Baby, come back. I'm sorry. Like,
He's
least
not
you-
sorry. He's
like
just
such an
sorry he got caught.
at least tell me what you hit me for. You know.
You know why you got hit.
I don't know. I know I said a lot of shit. I have no idea. Like, come on, like.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was for oogling at the lesbians.
No, I actually. Fuck. Hey, babe. What? Can you tell me why you hit me? Because they think it was oogling over the lesbians. I don't think it was that.
No, you're so sexy.
Who? You. No, who was I saying was so sexy? What? You're not
The
helping.
lesbians.
All right, she's being vague, and my arm hurts. So it's-
I
We'll
think if
move
you
on.
can get through this
I'm pretty sure it's pretty
15
obvious.
minutes, you'll probably get lucky tonight.
All right, so yeah, if you know what, show her that.
No. She
Show her the
no,
picture
no.
that's on screen right now and tell her it was that, and then maybe you'll get lucky tonight.
Baby.
No, I'm kidding.
No, no.
I'm kidding. Don't do that. No.
Okay. Okay. Never mind. He was kidding. Sorry.
He was
Asshole.
kidding.
You're an asshole, man. I thought you were being serious. My fucking shoulder hurts.
You're making me snort over here.
All right, so
All right, so
Wow.
Amanda Plummer is flying a bird, and she's got a strange look on her face.
Dude,
What's going on next?
I think we've brought this up, but she is the daughter of
Christopher Plummer, Sir.
yes, but I don't think that has anything.
who was no, it does, because there were a lot of like Easter eggs for the
Who's Christopher
undiscovered
Plummer?
country. The
Like,
fuck,
you
are
don't
you
know.
kidding? Fuck you, Berta. Pray
That has to be the
your
troll
picture. Your
is
picture
Sir
is Christopher
Christopher
Plummer.
Oh, that Christopher Plummer.
Oh God.
I thought you said Christopher Plummer.
Christ.
Like,
Or
like
Christopher the Plumber.
Yeah, like that. I thought you were getting your pipes worked on.
Oh, now Danny's left again. Because, the show's not going long enough. Danny.
What? You don't have to wait for me for this show.
No,
Just keep
because
going.
Now you
Jesus.
tell us.
We're getting to a very special part that's dedicated to you. So I want to make sure that you don't miss a very special part that I have
Oh.
dedicated to you. That's coming up.
Unnecessary Dutch angle is unnecessary.
But it's just to tell us that there's something amiss here, but there really
Yes.
isn't. Except to tell us that, I don't know,
Dutch angle is fun.
I guess.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the Dutch angle. I'm a photographer. I use the Dutch angle all the time. I love it.
Yeah, but a Dutch angle is supposed to tell you that there's something wrong.
There's always something wrong, man. Come on.
It's an admiral on your ship.
Oh, no, I know what's wrong. This scene is almost lit. You can almost see what's going on. So
No.
that must be it.
All right. Look, full
So
disclosure, we're going overtime.
yes, obviously.
I give you 2 hours. We can go as long as you want, but I just
No,
want you to know-
don't start saying you're going to start doing weird stuff because we got
No, I'm not. I mean, I've already have. I just that's why every time I've gone off camera for the last
so
30
stop
minutes.
going off camera. Do you hear me? Enough, because you're out of it too much as it is. Stop, Danny. All right, Danny, come on. he thinks he's being funny.
Wow.
Right.
I mean, I did think I was being funny, but okay.
Yeah.
Apparently you didn't. So
No.
If
it's
it
all
was
good.
if it was shorter than Family Guy in length, then it would have actually been funny.
So then here's the gorgeous, beautiful Gates
Dude,
McFadden.
oh my God. Dude, are you kidding me? She is a gilf. Are you out of your fucking mind? Oh,
I was
baby,
never Team Crusher,
I'm sorry.
but if
Why?
I look at least this good when I'm that old,
Dude,
just saying.
Dude, I have no qualms saying this. I have no shame saying this.
Okay,
Oh
let me.
my God,
try to
I would
fix it
fuck
for you.
the ever-living dog shit out of her. She is so gorgeous. Oh my God, she's just. I'm sorry, baby, but oh God, oh my God.
That's 16 Hail Marys for you.
And of course, Picard had a kid with her.
Well, yeah, season 7 TNG. Hello. Incoming.
Damn, baby, what the fuck?
Did she hear you?
She's spying on you.
Damn, sorry. Yeah, I had to avoid a incoming missile. So, like, hey, man, let's let's go to something else. I don't want to talk about Beverly Crusher anymore.
Okay, so I want you to watch this next little.
Oh, come on, man! I don't want to get in trouble.
You're trying to kill him now.
No, just pay attention here, okay?
I love you, baby. Fuck, she's mad at me. She's mad at me. Why are women like that? It's a fucking TV show. It's not like I'm going to really actually meet this person, you know. And
so here's what happened in this scene. So you can see this close-up shot. Yes, I agree, Miss Moneypenny. So
damn,
you,
Mom, thanks. She's called me a dumbass. That's nice.
well, you know, she's right. But anyway, so Bird, your opinion
Wow.
of
My opinion of what?
that.
Don't call me a
Beverly.
dumbass, Bird. You're already mean enough.
She
I don't need it. Oh God.
she's aged.
Yes.
She's
Well,
aged.
no shit, man. Time has passed, but as
Okay.
far as
I think there's
grandmothers, dude,
I
she
think
could do-
I do not find her particularly attractive. No.
Oh my God, I would.
If that's the question, then no. Honestly, I don't.
I love how the most Canadian polite thing shows up out of Queens on this.
No, dude. I would do unspeakable
Okay,
things to
I
Beverly
wouldn't,
Crusher. I
but
would.
that's
I would.
fine.
Oh God, she's
Listen, when
so
she
gorgeous.
was 30, sure.
No,
When,
no,
you know,
dude,
when she was in
dude,
Yeah,
TNG,
before the bot
dude,
plastic
no,
surgery.
season 1,
whatever,
3,
dude. Are you? Oh my
4.
God, I want somebody clip this out and
Before
send it
she
to
turned
her.
into the alien from Communion.
No, dude, I would give my life to have sex with her right now, to eat her pussy, to sorry,
Oh
I'm being
my
really
God.
yeah, I'm being very vulgar.
That
She is
you don't
so-
value your life all that much.
She is so fucking
I think she'd
hot.
probably be into it.
She
too.
is so fucking hot. Oh
Dude.
my
Probably
God.
be like, sure, I'll let you do
my
that.
God.
Kill yourself.
Dude, no, like so.
Immediately.
Look, when I was a kid, no, hold up. When I was a kid and I was watching TNG, she was a redhead. She's
Yeah.
got this rogue thing going on now, where she's got like dark.
Danny,
with,
stop.
like-
Stop.
What?
Do you want CC to
Oh shit, baby! The fuck, man! I didn't do anything. Sorry. Okay. Wow. Okay, I'm getting in trouble. I gotta stop.
Yeah, for good reason.
All right, let's.
What did she throw at you?
Well, it was glass.
It was Cisco's ball.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I don't know what it was, but
How
hurt
tall
myself.
is CC? Because remember, you do have a batleth over your door back there.
I hurt myself more moving out of the way
Oh.
than I would have if I got hit.
Well, so the following frames will show you my opinion of it. And so we have,
I love you, baby.
so you can see Picard had his eyes closed when she first came through. No, Danny, don't be hiding.
What?
Okay,
He's
so you
trying
see,
to remember what she used to look like.
No, I'm like,
No, Picard.
Yeah.
my shoulder really hurts, and that's why I mute.
It's probably out of the socket.
Right.
Smack it up against the wall.
right,
And it helps.
That's what they
Right.
do in movies.
yeah. So all right, so you ready?
I'm not gonna leave because you already gave me shit. So whatever.
All right, so yeah, but okay, so yeah, I want you to be looking at your screen.
I am.
Okay, so you see Picard, he had his eyes closed when
Yes,
she came through.
no, I love this scene, dude. This
Right,
is-
so Picard had his eyes closed when she came in through the turbo lift.
No. He didn't close. Like they
No,
had
wait.
they hadn't. No.
No,
They had a
Danny.
no. They had a visual
Would
exchange
you just
before
let
he.
me finish?
All right, fine.
So he had his eyes closed. Then he saw her, right? He opens his eyes and and then the captain like feels, total solace and turns over.
No. This was the scene I was talking about earlier, where I was like, I already love this dude, but I loved him even more because the second Picard was like, "That's my son," he was like, "Oh shit," and he just like, "I'm down to help." You know what I mean? Whereas before he was not down to help. Did you guys not notice that? Like,
Well, no, as soon
Oh,
as
I noticed it. Yeah, I was confused as hell.
no, why would you be confused? Because, like, first of all, like,
Why should the fact that one person turns out to be Picard's son completely change the dynamic
look,
of
first of
how
all,
he's
we
doing
don't,
things?
I don't know about you, man, but I'm a father of 4. We don't know a lot about Shaw. He may be a father, he may be not. But the second legend, which they've already established that Picard is a legend, says, like when Shaw was like, "Why are you doing this?" and then Picard's like, "Because he's my son," and then Shaw immediately just flips on it, like, and just like helps. I don't know, that I love that. It's like he's either a father or he gets it, or maybe he had, I don't know if we'll get more story on this. Maybe he had a weird relationship with his father, or maybe he has kids. You know what I mean? But either way, as a father, this intrigues me, and I liked it. So
Well, here's my issue with the scene, actually. So all joking aside, other than melting heads and all that, my issue with the scene is that, okay, so Picard understands that Jack is his son, and
well, he doesn't get that confirmation until the moment on the bridge with Beverly.
no. I'm saying Picard understands that at this point.
Okay.
And so he says that to Shaw, or he basically, what he does is Picard orders the bridge crew to lock down the ship under Admiral's orders.
Yes. Which
And
I
the
thought was a boss fucking move. He
Wait,
didn't do
wait.
He didn't do any. No, he didn't do anything like that in the first 2 seasons.
Right.
This
So
was-
let me
yeah.
finish.
Okay.
He had no authority to do so.
Why not?
Hey.
He's a fucking admiral. No, he's an
He's a
admiral.
retired admiral.
Which Shaw
Well,
was
the-
very big to point out
Yeah.
earlier.
He has
on.
no authority on that ship.
Well, apparently the crew didn't know that, because the second he said, "On Admiral's authority, do this and that and the other,"
Right.
they fucking
Which
listened to him.
Which
know?
Shaw should have pointed out until he, because here's the problem. If he had said Admiral's authority, if Shaw had said belay that, he's retired, then he said if Picard had said he's my son, and he'd say, okay, do it. Then it would have been a different
wow, man. Like, really? I feel like you're being kind of fucking nitpicky. Like, I don't know. I had no problem with any of that. Because, no, you got the legend. Like, again.
It doesn't matter if he's Colin Powell walks in. Colin Powell's a retired general. It doesn't matter. He's not a general anymore.
Did Colin Powell save the United States from complete and total annihilation? No. Okay.
Well, some would argue yes, but that's beside the point. I'm saying that if you have someone who is a legendary, okay, if Patton had walked in even after he retired, he has no authority.
Oh my God.
It doesn't work that way. That's not how the military works. You get back on here. Don't be. No, come on, man. We already talked about this. Get back on.
I can't argue with stupid, man. It's frustrating. You can't argue with stupid. That's
not
fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid, man.
It's military chain of command.
You know what? That's just like my opinion. What, baby? What? I'll be right back. Sorry.
Actually, you know what the funny thing is, though, Mike? I can play the devil's advocate for a moment and pretend to be Danny on this.
Okay.
According to Gene Roddenberry, Starfleet is not the military.
Except that Starfleet remilitarized during the Dominion War.
Yeah, I know. And just as a side note, and it's cool that I went and took a look at this, I use it as filler. So all of the people that are pointing out in the chat that you can barely see the crimson, I went and I checked the welcome aboard scene from the first episode of season 3. The crimson on these uniforms is deliberately subdued in color compared to the crimson that is used in TNG.
Right.
Well, like way more than I even
like the
was
maroon
first thinking.
From Star Trek 2, which I think is intentional.
Yeah, but I think even darker than that.
Yeah.
Because in the lit hallway, when Seven welcomes them on board, it's like now the red that you just saw there is way more red than what they had
did you
on
put that
the
in
episodes.
Yes, I did.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I hit it by mistake.
Yeah.
No.
I was just trying to mess with
Okay.
with Danny when he gets back, so he could be like, "What? Did I miss something?
What has happened?" That's more red than the show ever had, but that red crimson is not what's on the uniforms in this season, which kind of makes it worse for those dark scenes. Like if there was. See, I guess that's the other thing, too, is there are ways that you can have the dark ambiance and still have things be visible. And that opening scene at Starfleet in Undiscovered Country, when they were all sitting around the big conference table, and then everybody eventually left, and it was just Spock and Kirk, and he's like, let them die, yada, yada. You know, that room was deliberately very dark, but everything that needed to be illuminated was illuminated properly.
Right.
People's faces were visible. The details of their uniforms were crisp and identifiable, but yet the room was still dark. So,
my God.
Yes, Danny.
What? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear you all the way over here.
Are you still bitching about the lighting?
No. I noticed that the crimson on the uniforms is actually far darker in this season of Star Trek.
Okay.
And it actually does add to the problem. It artificially makes it look even darker than necessary.
So you are. It's okay.
I am, in a very roundabout way. Would you like to hear me talk this in a circle again?
No. I would like us to finish this episode so I can try to talk him into doing. Jesus, man, we're in hour 3. Have you guys? Okay, I guess Bird of Prey, Jason. Have you guys seen the Ant-Man Quantumania movie?
No, I won't
No
see it until it's
No.
on
Okay.
stream,
Hey. All right.
so.
Cool. We can do a second stream. I mean, you can keep going it, and we can cut it, but let's finish this. Fuck these guys off, and then talk about Ant-Man.
I'm not doing anything with.
Oh no. Oh.
No, like I mean, like I like Jason and Bird, but I'm not like doing that to them.
No. I just.
Oh, no, I'm
when
going to
no.
leave
When
as
no.
soon
All
as-
I was saying is they haven't
soon
seen
as
the
the
movie
track-
yet,
Yeah, but
so
you said let's
they can leave and
have these guys off.
baby.
Like we're
Let's enjoy them carnally.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
You said,
yeah.
let's enjoy these guys carnally, and I'm like, no, I don't want to enjoy these guys carnally. That's not my thing.
I like when Wayne Brady took command. Oh, is that a
You
different?
see her in her sexy bathrobe?
There we go.
Why are you trying to like? Are you trying to get yourself in more trouble?
No.
Is there
We're good.
anything? Never mind.
We're good.
Yeah, it's yeah.
I'm gonna give her that deep dicking when I get into bed.
Oh, jeez.
God.
I'm waiting for something to come
Oh
flying across.
fuck! No! Oh god! No, baby! Don't! Ow! Come on, man! It was. Okay? You know what? No more deep dicking for you then.
Oh, yeah. Sure, that's a horrible.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
You tell her that Bird said that.
Fuck y'all! No, I didn't. I didn't even hear what he said because.
Oh, Bird
Said
said
that'll
he'll
do it.
Bird said he'll do it for you.
No, I didn't
Oh.
say I'll do it.
Said that'll do it.
I said that will do it. Like
Oh, I thought
it's a
I'll do it.
smart way of going about it. Jesus.
No, hey, man.
Oh, if you meant her. Oh, I'd do
Yeah,
her.
no,
sure.
yeah, well, for sure.
I
Oh, see,
thought
there
you
you go.
meant-
Yeah.
Who wouldn't? But
Okay.
you guys can pick on me all you want, but she wants it more than I do. She's insatiable.
You notice he has to check to make sure she doesn't hear him say that.
Say
Yeah,
she's
no,
listening.
she's in.
totally
She closed the bedroom door. She's good.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
That's what I'm saying.
I can say whatever I want now. Oh shit! What? Hey, baby. Hi. I'm sorry. Okay. Never mind.
Why, hello there.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's tomorrow here, so let's see if we can wrap this up.
All right. So, yeah. So,
Oh, this is what I was talking about. This is where he's cool.
well,
Yeah,
except
he's
that
like,
he's
all
not
right.
cool. He's just going along with Picard taking over.
Well, no, because Picard says it's my son. And look at this look. You know, like, oh hey, baby.
That's the look you have when I come up to you and go like this. Look, that's you right there. I'm getting ass whooping.
No.
See? Do it.
Really?
Yeah, turn around and
What?
be like that.
Okay.
Turn around.
Yeah, that's about it.
Can I at least have a kiss? Oh God, damn it! That's fuck you, Mike. Anyway,
What?
that's your fault. No, she did you text her? You probably texted her. That's why I'm like,
No, she texted me.
oh,
It's all a
God.
set.
Oh man, I really did want to talk about Ant-Man tonight, but no, this shot right here, I really, really, really like Shaw. Like after this episode, it sealed it for me. Like he's such a good character, and I hope everybody else sees that. He's not an asshole. He's not a dick just for the sake of being a dick. You know, he's a like everything from I don't know if I got
acting like Picard could have just taken command at any time.
Exactly. Yeah, but Picard didn't. You know what I mean?
But he couldn't have.
But why couldn't he have? He's a fucking admiral. No, I
He's
disagree
a
with you there. No,
retired-
no. Retired, whatever. He's an admiral. Like, no, when they introduced when 7 of 9 or
Okay, let me ask you something. Where's someplace you used to work?
What?
Name a place you used to work as a job.
Oh, Target.
Okay. Could you go into a Target and just start working a cash register right now?
Probably. You know, I mean,
Really? You could just walk in and take a till right now?
I mean,
they'd probably beg him to do it. Actually,
they
No, I mean with no training,
no.
no check, no nothing.
Well,
whatever.
no, I had training 30 years ago, so F you, but like...
No, oh, come on. No verification. You're just going to walk in and say, I'm a former Target employee.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, they might have a problem with it, but I could accomplish what I needed to accomplish. But that's totally different because being a cashier, or I was an ETL at Target, is nowhere near being an admiral. And if you don't know what an ETL is, you can, at me.
I don't care what
being an admiral in Starfleet is a fuck ton different than being an ETL at Target. So
Right.
there's no comparison. None.
I think if anything with this whole situation, you had Shaw had preconceived notions. Now, and I'm guessing obviously at this point as to whether or not this is what the underlying motivators are for the way they've written the stuff. But Shaw had preconceived notions of how Picard and Riker operate and why they were on the ship and what their motivators were. And then when he finally sees that all of this is way more, altruistic isn't exactly the right way to describe it, but way more selfless than maybe what he was giving them credit for. And then I'm going to throw a little headcanon into this to spice it, but Picard is getting super old, robot or not. He forgot that he can't
did you
just
not see the
swing
liver
his
spots
frickin'
on his head? I mean, come on, he's old as fuck, dude.
Yeah, like he forgot that he put the stupid transport inhibitors on like 10 minutes after he put them on.
Right.
But yeah, so he drops
clearly got
the
brain damage.
hammer.
At the beginning of the next episode, he's going to be like, I have a son? Who?
Yeah, exactly. And then Shaw was just, all right, okay. One way or the other, obviously we're all in this. We're all in the soup. And, if he screws it up, I'll blame it on him. If he doesn't, I'm going to not look like as big a dick as I was going to look for not going in to rescue them.
You guys want to hear something funny? Cece's going to really mad at me.
I'm
shocked.
shocked. Cece get mad at you?
So I was muted and off camera because I was trying to coerce her into having sex, and she started to challenge my ability to do it. And
you should probably stop right now.
No, you guys will get a kick out of this. So she was like, if you can last longer than 30 seconds, I won't go back onto your show and shame you in front of all your friends. So I was like, okay, never mind. I thought
This
you'd
is
get
your
a kick out of that.
I'll tie it to Star Trek for you. This is your Kobayashi Maru.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I love you, baby. Yeah.
I
knew you got. So I knew Mike would be like, "Stop," but I knew you would just let me give you the payoff, and you'll appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man.
Please admit it there.
Hey man, I got no shame. It's all good.
Well, we know that.
All right. So we all agree Captain Shaw good, other than little nitpicks here and there.
Oh
Well,
no,
starting
Shaw's
to work
great,
pretty
man.
good.
He's
And boneheaded stupidity. And,
dude. I'm saying it now. I want a Captain Shaw series. Like I really do. I want to see the Titan. Like I don't want to after Voyager, what do we got Enterprise, which was a prequel, which was bullshit. I mean, I like Enterprise and I like Scott Bakula and whatever, but I'd have rather seen the future. And they've done such a good dude, look god damn. I'd love to see a Titan series with Captain Shaw. Like he seems cool to me. Like he really won me over by the end of this episode. I hated his guts. If you watched
you were pretty lit last week about
I hated his guts last week, but this week he won me over by because it was that moment when Picard was like, he's my son, and then you could see Shaw just was on his team. You know what I mean? I thought that was fucking awesome. That's what got me.
Okay, well, we got to the point where I got to bail out. Have a great night.
It's
Have a
way
good night,
past
Bird.
your bedtime, I know.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you already gave us an hour and a half of your own review plus, I don't know, however long we've been going on with this one. So thank you, man. You've dedicated at least a couple hours to Picard, so you're good, brother.
Thank you.
Have a good one, man. Good night,
Good
queens.
night, everybody. I will try to not end the broadcast as I close the window.
And
Oh,
what
yeah.
what is all that smoke billowing?
I don't know. I only
the
did
wind.
I did that because you had me covered by Brian McFarlane's The Wrath of Khan finale. Roll it. It'll kill
I don't
you
know.
in 30
I
second
heard that
challenge.
the winds from Ohio made it all the way to Las Vegas. So
Yeah.
maybe
Totally.
weather
Yeah.
patterns.
You are in such deep kimchi. All right.
Dude, all I can say is even though I would really I hope we can. I would really, really, really love to talk about Ant-Man. The second we're done, I'm getting laid. So
For 30 whole seconds.
well, maybe not. Fuck. I think she already fell asleep. You guys suck. All right, now we have to do the fucking Ant-Man thing.
Fell
Anyway.
asleep. Dude, it's only 8 p.m. there.
Yeah, it's 8:18. Well,
She
dude,
gets up very early.
Yeah, she has to be at work.
okay.
Yeah, she's got crazy fucking hours. I hate it. That's that's
Okay.
why I have siestas every day, because she wakes up at 3:30, and I finally give up on falling back asleep around 4, so I get up at 4 every day, and then I usually take a nap from 9 to noon, like roughly.
Okay,
That's
okay,
kind of how
yeah.
my life's been. Yeah, and then she gets home anytime between 3:30 and 5:30. So today she got home closer to 5:30, which was a bummer.
Oh, okay. So that explains why you saw my tweets so quick this morning.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like, what is he doing up? And also, what is he doing up?
Yeah. No, exactly.
Yeah.
I just explained it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But uh-oh.
Ah.
Nah. No. Thomas.
That
Thomas,
is 100% true.
No, it's not. That's not. No, because it's Wednesday, right? No, it's Thursday. It's Thursday. Fuck. I haven't even watched I have I do a weekly Sunday wrestling podcast.
Really? I didn't know that. You only
didn't-
mentioned it 8 times a stream.
Sorry. No, I haven't watched the Wednesday night wrestling shows yet, and it's Thursday, so I still got to do that and take
You've got
notes
homework
and-
to do.
Yeah, exactly. God, it's terrible.
Well, so maybe it's good that she went to sleep already.
Oh no, I'm gonna wake her ass up. Are you kidding me, man? I was like,
You're
"Are
gonna
you
get your
kidding me?"
30 seconds
I'm
in.
gonna give her that purple-headed monster, and I'll be like, "Wake up, baby!" You're like, "Yeah, we're good."
The Germans are coming.
The Germans.
Wow.
That was
Sorry.
good, man.
See, I told you. It's too deadly. You keep me around Danny too much, and it's just gonna go right off the rails.
You're supposed to be a good influence on him. I'm supposed to be a bad influence on you.
I'm sorry. He's bringing it to old me.
It's my fault. It's my fault. Don't get mad at him. It's my fault.
So epic admiral moment is happening because I'm assuming that's the torpedoes actually hitting the squawking bird here.
Yes, which again, nobody's heard of phasers.
Well, you know what I liked about this is like she kind of like me, she does that cackling laugh. Like her reaction to getting shot at is a cackling laugh. Did you guys notice that?
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
Oh, by the way, and because I remember now, because I know got sidetracked by Danny, hard to believe, but when I was trying to talk about, yes, I know, it's hard to believe because I was trying to say how I thought something was stupid, and Danny was saying, "No, it was Boss, man." But I was saying how stupid it was when they were talking about how many weapons she had on the ship.
Oh no, that was Boss. Why is that stupid, man? Like they like.
Oh, that
even,
was from
even 7 of 9 when she was getting dressed down by Shaw, and he made that smart ass comment about or like Rangers, Legends, or whatever, and like she basically described the ship that they were facing. You know what I mean? So
right, but you see. The stupid thing is that they had to make a ship that's, so this ship, the Titan is roughly the size of a Connie. I mean, even they call it a Connie, a Neo Connie class.
It's a Neo Constitution class.
Right. So this ship is roughly the size.
No, don't just brush over that. Get your shit right. It's a Neo Constitution class. I want to hear
whatever.
You say
it's a Neo Connie. That's what I said.
No. It's not a Neo Connie. It's a Neo Constitution class.
Yeah, it's a Neo Connie. That's what I
Put
said.
some fucking respect on that name, man, dude. God, you're killing me.
It's actually a Constellation 3 series, otherwise known as the Neo Constitution.
Yeah.
I went for a deep dive this evening.
Yes. Anyway, Danny, don't even put no. Get back on here right now. No more.
All right.
We're almost done.
Yeah.
You can hit your little Jaloja bong all night long.
No,
anyway.
That's not even why I was just pissed. I actually would love to talk about.
But here's the problem. With that many weapon systems, you'd have to have a ship larger than the freaking Scimitar, because the Scimitar didn't have that many weapon systems on it.
Well, no. And
the Scimitar.
No. Dude, what are you, a fucking man? Like a caveman? No, you don't have to. Dynamite comes in small packages. You don't have to fucking.
No,
have
dynamite
a giant
comes in dynamite-sized packages. Thank you very much.
Yeah, actually, the problem starts when they said there were 200
missile launchers.
This is the only part where I got twisted was. Right out of the gate, a Galaxy class, if I remember correctly, sports 200 photon torpedoes. So there's nothing specifically cool about that because all of those torpedoes are stored down in the secondary hull on a D, and a D class secondary hull is actually smaller than the Titan. So the Titan could easily hold that many torpedoes. Listing, and then the other thing that really set me off was when they were like, "Oh, and they also have antimatter missiles." I'm like, "Dude, you do realize that a photon torpedo is an antimatter missile? You bunch of freaking clods."
Yeah. So, we're simulcasting, so we're on my channel and Mike's channel, who has like, literally 12,000 times the amount of subscribers I have. But on my channel, my girl is roasting me. Are you seeing this, Mike?
Yeah.
She's fucking roasting me. She's like, it's Lavender, trust me, I would have slapped him, blah, blah, blah. And then she was like, oh, I agree with Thomas. And I'm like, the fuck, man? I thought you were my... And oh, hey, lovely Sherry. Thank you for showing up. Not that I don't want people on my channel, but come over to Salty's because that's where everybody else is, you know. Chief Cook says WTF. Right on.
Well, you know, it's good that CC is agreeing with Thomas
Why? Why is that good?
because she's right.
Oh, God. Well, what did Thomas say? I don't even know what she's referring to.
That you would have been done, probably we would have been done an hour ago if it wasn't for you constantly sidelining the stream.
Fuck you, man. Well, then, no, I'm the one that's been like, hey, man, let's get to this. Like, you know, you're like, no, we'll talk about it later. I'm like, come on, man, let's get. Like,
Anyway.
I really love this episode. This episode was so good. Like,
Now, Star Trek says that I'm assuming when you say total, I'm assuming you mean Titan is 500 meters long, that it's 200 meters longer than the Connie. Well, that makes no sense then. And once again, they've completely lost their sense of scale. Because
you know,
that saucer is the Connie saucer.
Star Trek. You're wrong. Just, you know, I don't want to be rude, so I'll just put it like that. You're wrong.
There is no way that saucer is significantly larger than the original Constitution saucer.
He, she, it, them, they, their, I don't know, is wrong. You know, I don't like.
I mean, I don't know where they got
I try to cover all my bases nowadays because I got in a lot of trouble for.
Well, there might be some documentation that says that.
Right. The entity known as Star Trek.
Yes, there you go. That's why I actually had this conversation. That's why earlier I did it. If you just say the name instead of like a pronoun, just say their name. Sure, it's kind of annoying or whatever, but at least I'm not misrepresenting them. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, Pike, how are you doing? Pike is a cool dude. Like, we're not gonna like hate on Pike. You know, instead of saying he, she, it, them, there.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Anyway. So many torpedoes are fired quickly, and then enter the Mutara Nebula, but not the Mutara Nebula.
Exactly. This. Oh my God. First of all, I love this ship. The ship is so sexy, and then there's so many callbacks to. Not just Wrath of Khan, but the motion picture. But clearly here, you know, like I said earlier, you had Beverly with the big Wrath of Khan coat thingy.
Kind of looking, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's a nebula here, and the Titans at the end of this episode, like, you know, it's like, oh, they have to follow through the nebula, so... I don't know.
Well,
man.
obviously, next episode they're going to be fighting in a nebula.
Yeah, oh, dude, I cannot wait. Yeah, yeah.
I expect that fight will not go in any direction any of us expect. I really do, because, yeah, we're too early on in the series for them to do something catastrophic. So
no, it's going to go. Here, I'm calling it now. This is my prediction. It's going to be like a. Okay, he didn't want me to bring up wrestling. So it's going to be like it's going to be an exciting episode with a bunch of cat and mouse, but there's not going to be a conclusion at the end of this episode. You know what I mean?
Nor will there even be anything extra spicy. I think there'll
Yeah.
be a modest amount of peril, nothing crazy.
Right. Yeah. It's just gonna
Yeah.
be like cat and mouse in the nebula. It like almost like not a filler episode, but like just to get us to the next episode. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it depends on how smart they play it and how smart the characters are. Like, are the characters going to do boneheaded things like they did in this episode? You know, like when Shaw decided, you know, it's like, okay, we should get out of here. Nah, let's stick around and see what they want. You know, which was like the dumbest thing in the history of Starfleet. Or are they going, you know, because like, you know, what we see at the end of this episode is the Titan going to the nebula, then being in hot pursuit by the Shrek.
The Shrike.
What?
Shrike.
The Shrike?
The Shrike. The screaming bird.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
screaming,
Okay.
yeah. The
Why do you
screaming,
have such a hard time with that?
I don't know. I'm going to
like-
struggle with that. Yeah, and it could be an entire episode.
Mike,
just with
Mike.
What?
Mike,
What?
repeat after me. Shrike.
Shrike. It's not Shrike.
No, it's
It's
Shrike.
Shrike.
No. Repeat after me. Shrike. I'm trying to help you, brother. All right, you do your thing. Whatever.
Well, then Jason just said a Shrike.
It's Shrike. I don't know. It depends. I hear if you go to the southeast of the United States, you don't put your shields up, you put your shelds up.
No, that's only if you're lore reloaded. It's shelled.
No, actually, I heard someone else from that neck of the woods pull it too, so it's got to be local.
Hey, look, man, you're Canadian, and I'm a Las Vegas American, so like.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're way outside the zone.
There you go, Thomas. It was too dark to hear what she called it. All right. So anyway, but here's the thing. Like, okay, if I was Picard, right? And I had just commandeered the Titan.
But he
So-
hasn't at this point, right?
Yes,
Or
he
has
has. He has
he
commandeered. He has taken command. He has commandeered the Titan.
Okay.
So you go into the nebula, then you immediately do a hard to port. You count to 10.
Be right back.
You do another hard to port. As soon as you come back out of the nebula, warp 9.9 back to Starfleet Command.
Yeah. Well, don't forget a little bit of Z-axis because we got to throw in that.
Oh yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Z minus 10,000 meters. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then head. For Star.
And then book it. Yeah. Well, that 9.99 warp.
Let
speed,
her
that's
search the nebula while you book it right back.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, because that was the only for me from the only tactical mistake that I thought was kind of clumsy writing was the fact that they wanted all this to happen, and then they just did the classic. Let's forget about the fact that this ship can go ludicrous speed as its standard cruising speed.
right, if they can go 9.99 as cruising speed, then I doubt that the
Shrike, yeah.
the Shrike can go significantly faster than 9.99. Right. So if they get a jump on the Shrike, then they can make it back to Starfleet Command, hopefully before they get in firing range.
Yeah, what Thomas just said there might be key to us understanding what happens in the next episode too.
Well, and that's where I think this is where Bird's theory, I think, holds some water, even though I think that her lighting a cigar it kind of hurts the theory a little bit. What helps the theory is the fact that she instantly knows everything about everyone. Is she a hologram that's just accessing databases? Like, as soon as she sees, like, why would she know Captain Shaw and Picard? Right? That's a pretty big coincidence. It's one thing to know one or the other.
Well, and then the other thing that's kind of weird is if you're a hologram, why choose to have obvious characteristics to the point where the Fenris Rangers refer to her as the marked woman, which is the whole, the pattern that she has on her face. Like there's something, I don't know, there's an element that's got to be coming in the next episode. And you see, this is why so far for me, unless episode 3 takes like a total backflip off the weird board of insanity, which I don't see because there's enough people out there that have seen all the episodes that I trust that this is going to be reasonable the rest of the way through. I think we're going to get a sizable reveal in the next episode that's going to start plugging in a lot of these holes. It makes me want to watch.
Episode 4. I heard it was episode 4.
Where they really start to fill the holes?
Mm-hmm.
According to Colin, it's not until episode 7.
Well, if they drag their feet that far, I'm going to be crusty, but...
Yeah. No, I've been told episode 4 by plenty of people.
And you got the munchies, huh?
Nothing else will do. Hostess potato chips.
That's what happens when you smoke pot.
Yeah.
Who remembers Hostess? Pepper Ridge Farms remembers Hostess.
So are we going to just get, let's say, the next episode, if we look at the title, is called 17 Seconds. So maybe the next episode is only 17 seconds long.
No. Probably be longer than this episode.
Maybe this episode is 15-second maneuver.
Oh. Ooh, you touched that other monitor and now your computer hates you.
Michael, roboting really bad.
I know. My fault.
He touched the thing.
Sorry.
Okay.
I touched a thing. I keep forgetting not to touch the thing. So yeah, I'm thinking. So obviously the episode's longer than 17 seconds. So maybe it's about a 17-second long maneuver, which could lead towards what I was theorizing. Like
possibly.
Maneuver to turn around and get out of the nebula.
So basically, the Galaxy Quest Omega 13.
No, just that they would pull some pretty sneaky maneuvers, kind of like what Kirk did in the Mutara Nebula.
Okay.
And then as soon as they can poke their nose back out, floor it and get back to Federation space.
Yeah, so basically, instead of engaging the Shrike, they immediately loop back and get out of the nebula and warp back to Federation space while the Shrike is looking for them in the nebula. Basically, use the nebula as a diversion tactic.
No, I hope you're right. That'd be cool.
Well, it would be the only way to keep the villain alive and keep the Titan alive, as far as and be able to keep the show going. I mean, at least that without there being some kind of really stupid thing like, oh, we're 10 seconds away from a hull breach, Captain. We're gonna go down. Wait, no, we can fix it. And then somehow, they manage to survive something that's not survivable.
Yeah. Even Jesus shows up and has a miracle to fix the ship.
The plot armor automatically increases at certain points.
Yeah. Well, they do have a LaForge on board, so you never know.
Yeah, that's a portable
Maybe she'll run
plot
a
armor
level
device.
13 diagnostic. We've never seen that before.
She hasn't had a lot of scenes.
Don't say she's hot.
No, I wasn't. No, I was going to say she's a good character. I like her character. I like the fact that we have a second generation character, and in fact, I don't think I wouldn't fuck her. So, well, you brought it up, not me, bro.
you jumped to the conclusion.
Yeah. No, you are no longer allowed to comment on the relative attractiveness of any female in any fictional.
I didn't,
program.
man. You brought it up, and I
No,
was.
but you know what? I'm trying to salvage your relationship here.
And for Bird is
getting stuff thrown at you.
You, come here. They think you're.
And Bird is forbidden from putting up the Daxes.
Yeah.
Baby, come here.
I'm fine.
No, I'm not. Come here.
I love you.
I love you too.
I'm Daddy.
No. All right, fine. She's not mad at me, but she's also not willing to walk over here. So there's that.
Yeah, exactly.
Interpret that as you will.
Exactly.
Oh dear.
All right. So
all right.
after
we're
they fire their 3 torpedoes,
yeah.
We have her giggle. Yeah, that's such a well-lit shot, wouldn't you say? And then they run in.
Dude, she had that crazy ass maniacal Pulp Fiction laugh. You know.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
did.
but you can't see it. I mean, you can hear
You
it.
don't need to see a maniacal laugh. I mean,
Yeah, but look at that shot. That is horrible.
Now, the only thing they could have done to have pushed this a little too far over the edge would have been as soon as the Shrike was aimed at the nebula, if she ordered them to just fire a big spread of torpedoes into the nebula. Just went up. Because then that would have been like her.
Well, I want to
character
know what
from
the
Pulp
weapon
Fiction.
they could not identify was,
no. Well, I do too, because like.
unless
Yeah.
that was the quantum tunneling.
No, it wasn't. No, they haven't revealed it yet, because they just used a tractor beam to throw a ship into another ship, and they didn't.
Well, we
reveal-
just don't know who it was who was messing around at Planet Everything Happens on it.
right.
Which is, by the way, my new name for that, because freaking everything happens on that planet except for what happens at this nebula. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like,
The not Mutara Nebula.
yeah.
The Mutara Nebula.
Mutara is restricted.
Yeah, why didn't she have quantum torpedoes? You'd
I don't
think
know.
she's such a cheapskate that she wouldn't.
Actually, if she was the coolest kid at school, she would have had transphasic torpedoes. Night, Cece.
Good night, baby. I love you.
Night, night.
She
She's
looks
going
like,
to bed.
I'm go
Yeah.
away.
I am dying. Bye bye.
Love you.
She's I'm
Well,
dead, so.
she has to wake up at like fucking 3:30 in the morning.
Stupid o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's 8:30 now. So what is that?
Yes.
9,
So
10,
you are
11,
done.
12, 1, 2,
Hey,
3.
geez,
All right,
chill
Yeah,
out.
she got to wake up
Yeah.
in 7 hours. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we can jump to ratings and feelings because it is
Right.
it's actually coming up on 1
Well,
o'clock.
that's the end of
sometime,
the
so-
that's the end of the episode right there,
Yeah.
because then
Yeah.
they chase each other into the nebula, and that's the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Actually, I got to get up in 6 hours. Yay.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So-
well then, let's wrap up then.
So obviously, Danny thinks it's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that, but I very much enjoyed.
Oh yeah,
this episode.
apparently Picard giving the order engage means fire 3 torpedoes, engage impulse engines, and head into the nebula.
Dude, I nutted all over her face, neck, and chest when he said engage. It was great. It was like,
Wait,
What I tell you about saying personal shit?
oh, I'm sorry, baby.
Very disrespectful.
I'm sorry.
see, you need to stop saying things like that.
Like they could, they would have thought it was a joke if you didn't like give it some credence.
No, I'm stop.
Okay, All right, I'm getting in trouble.
See? You're getting yourself in trouble again.
And I'm so. Oh dear.
So much for his 30 seconds of fun tonight.
Fuck you. Yeah, that's not happening. Sorry.
Yeah, well, you earned that.
Love you, baby.
See, you need to stop being a 10-year-old.
Man, she made me knock my bong over. And now like my desk
Aw.
smells like bong water, and I gotta clean it up. It's like
And please don't show that on the screen.
I'm not, but you know what I'm gonna do?
Yes, you're showing it right now.
Just to piss her off. I'm not showing anything. This is a cigarette.
No, it was on the screen when I said that.
What was my bong?
Yes.
Yeah, just a smidge.
So, okay, baby. Sorry. Love you.
All right.
All right. So now,
She's worse than a parole officer.
will you stop saying things like that?
No, I didn't
You
mean
are-
it, baby. How did you hear that? What is the fuck? No.
I got 5 kids. I tell mom you.
Okay.
Dude, you are never
I
going
wish
to
they
win
could.
this.
I know this. I wish they could see you. This isn't fair. They just see me.
No,
I'm
we
turning-
are
She
married.
looks-
We understand.
Look what?
You know what, baby?
I'm turning red.
What?
See, we're trying to save your butt.
She looks like Satan.
Stop! Shut up!
Have you
Shut
seen
up.
the
Shut up.
movie-
Shut up.
You know the movie Legend with Tom Cruise and Tim Curry?
Shut up.
You know these live streams rewind, right?
Shut up.
I have got something better.
Super chat.
Joe_Biden $1. I really like Dork. He would make a good politician.
So Joe Biden with another $1 super chat says, I really like Dork. He would make a good politician. He makes no sense, and even though it's his fault, he blames others, even though he's the only person who thinks it's not his fault.
You know what's funny about that? My buddy Mike and I were talking the other day, and we both agreed I would never, ever, ever in a million years, ever dream about being a politician. It's like
It would be bad.
we
Yeah,
literally
I could
had this
never do it
conversation.
either.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah. It was like that would be like I might as well just fucking hang myself. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
all right, so let's wrap this up. Let's make like
So-
yeah,
yeah,
let's
so-
make like a prom date, and wrap it up. Come on.
that's going to go anywhere good.
Oh, you're
Don't say it.
you're roboting.
You're roboting again, so it's okay.
Oh, yeah, sorry. How about that? All right, so you okay.
Yeah, you're good.
She's in
All right,
bed.
so the as far no, you're not. She just tried to warn you. She has mom ears. All right, which means she can hear you. Just know she can hear you. She can always hear you.
Can she smell
She
the
can-
cigarette though? So it's like,
Probably. So you're probably going to get in trouble for that.
we'll see.
So what's our scale going to be? Is it just standard 1 to 10?
Well, he doesn't understand the scale we use, so we'll just do the
Here's
old.
the thing, guys. I
1 to 10?
got a huge cock, and she loves it, so she'll forgive me.
No, shut up.
I mean, she'll tell you.
Shut
I'm
up,
not making
Danny.
that up.
Danny,
Okay.
Danny,
All right.
shut up. Shut up.
I mean, it ain't like
Danny,
you know, it's
Danny,
like 9
Danny.
inches. You know, and it's
You're
girthy,
not doing
but-
yourself any favors here. You're not.
You say that, but she just asked me to come
You're-
give it to her. That's hilarious.
No, she didn't. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
Because she texted me something about you.
Oh, dear.
She texted me a message. So,
So 1 to 10?
all right. So, on a scale 1 to 10, where are you going to put this one, Danny?
Oh, me? Fuck, this was so good. It gave me all the feels at the end. I have to give this like an 8. Yeah.
All right.
Like, yeah.
Jason?
I'm going with 6.5. It was good enough. It's got me interested to keep on watching. But I'm not solidly sold yet. Still, just because of just some of when I can stop writing a nitpick list, Danny. That's when I know that I've let the show wash over me, and then I'll start reacting like you. Like when I can watch an episode and I'm not looking for the pen and paper kind of thing. That's, but like I said earlier, when the only nitpicks I can make are about super crazy wienery details around the edges, then we're already in a much better place than what Bird is trying to say. So,
Jason, do me a favor. Can you say about again?
About.
I love it. Oh,
I'll just say it the normal way, but for whatever reason, about always ends up coming out a boot for your ears.
Mike, what about you, brother?
I'm really torn on this one because last week I gave a 6.5. This week,
this was a better episode. Come on, man.
Well, I think that they did some boneheaded things. They said some better things. Like, I really think that Shaw was a complete bonehead when he was like, okay, we beamed everybody over. We should get out of here, but let's stick around and see. Hey, we've been engaged. Let's see why.
Yeah.
You know, rather than, hey, you know, because not 5 minutes earlier, he said, you know, they outmatch us. You know, if they engage us, we're outgunned. And so what does he do 5 minutes later? We've been engaged. Let's find out why. I mean, is this the same guy? Same writing team? That boneheaded moves like that break me.
How is that? No, I don't agree. How is that boneheaded? Because that seemed very much like, well, you know, you guys got me in this fucking mess. I want to find out what it's about. Like
because he's not in a position to where he could survive an exchange of fire.
Well, no, he makes that a huge. Sorry, Jason, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think he still thought at that moment that he was in the right. That him making these decisions were his way of pushing back against Picard and Riker, and that there wasn't going to be a risk because he was by the book, because he's a very by the book captain. So I've
been informed. I have a 6-minute window to get laid,
right.
So we need to finish this up.
Well, it better be done before 6. I'd like to go to bed before 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I would like to very much have that happen. So, Mike, what was your final score?
So I'm gonna say 6.6.
Oh, barely higher than Jason. Well,
barely higher, just because I thought that the scene with Sneed was
all right.
that.
Well,
really
I guess, you know, I'm an unpaid shill because I gave it, you know, it's all good. Anyway, Disengage.
And yeah, the
solid.
retired admiral taking over command, that bugs me too. So
Not at all. That didn't bug me at all. I thought it was boss. I thought it was boss AF,
well, maybe
man.
because I was in the military and I understand how.
Well, and I've never been in the military, so that's fair. So
Yes,
yeah,
because
All
that's not how a chain of command works.
well,
You don't just walk into, hey, I used to be in the military, so I can just run this place because I used to outrank you.
all right.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah, baby, right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
We got 4 minutes. Come on.
Yeah. All right. So with that, he's.
Damn it! I really wanted to talk about Ant-Man.
He-
Jason, did you see Ant-Man?
No, you know what?
No.
That's why we know you've been smoking too much weed, because you don't remember you asked him like 5 times tonight whether he's seen Ant-Man.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it,
Fair-
man.
okay,
I won't.
fair enough.
I won't be seeing it until it's on streaming. So.
Yeah, no, it's not good. So you're like, that's smart. I wouldn't have watched it if I hadn't got to see it for free.
All right, you know what? Shut up and go say hi to your lady friend. And you know what? Try not to, screw things up any more than you already have tonight.
Live
Idiot.
long and prosper, guys.
Have a good night, guys.
Mm.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, he's already gone. Yeah, because the one thing he does right is leave the stream. All right, guys. Remember, you are the salt of the earth. I'm the salty trekker. Jason is the one voice of sanity that we've had on. Oh, and look, Kang has tipped $1. You don't know who Kang is, do you?
I do not.
Kang is the villain from Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Oh no. I know who Kang is in that respect.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought
And
you.
he
I thought.
says, yeah, there is a universe where you finished this review an hour ago, and Dork was laid 10 times by now. Also, a universe where Dork is never high and is a polite man. No, I don't think that universe exists, I have to say.
It could be the one universe where it does, though. It has to be very specifically that, and no other variation.
Yeah, there's no other variant of there's only one variant in which, yeah, you know what? That would be the Danny that could defeat Kang.
Yeah,
Danny could defeat Kang
there we go.
in that universe. So there we go. All right, and so yeah, so that Danny would be that would be scary.
That'd be one Danny.
The one Danny, the one true Danny. Wow.